Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Can I Say Something podcast. I'm your host, and a bad dude, the Rad 2, Damien, coming to you live from beautiful downtown Los Angeles, California. Across from me, we have the one, the only.
Too soon, Kobe. That's Dion.
To my left, we have.
Gary.
And on this week's episode, our all-time favorite, the greatest of all time, the GOATs, the GOAT athletes. Coming up in the following weeks, we will have the results of our 2020 Oscar pool bet, right into the show. Bicycle@gmail.com, @bicycle on Twitter. Subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify. Tell a family member, friend member, stranger member. Tell them.
Can't believe you brought us to Los Angeles.
Just for this.
Awful. Just
Can't-
bad.
Can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Yes. What's up, guys?
Sup?
Stop.
Sweat.
I was right.
What?
Bow down. Super Bowl. Predictions. It was me. Price is Right rules. Closest without going over. Thank you. Score was 31-20. I said 28-17. 3 points off each. Chiefs win.
You win.
I'm
you
going to
have
Disney
the
World.
most knowledge of football in this room.
Congratulations.
So many people said that I was going to be wrong. The spread was 1 point. How many games are won by 1 point?
Mm.
Get out of here.
What did the Chiefs win by?
They won by 11.
So the spread was 10.
No,
what's the
well, when you're gambling.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
The spread is the spread was 1 point, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I bet the spread was going to be 1,
Yeah.
did I make money?
If you're right on who won, I guess.
Okay. If I said the Chiefs were
You got to cover the spread. I'm not really sure how the betting works.
Yeah.
All I'm trying to say is that I defied the odds. I did not bet anything on it, and that's why my prediction was correct. If I bet money on it,
Yeah.
you're damn sure
Yeah.
I was going to be the farthest off there ever been. We received Super Bowl end 100-0, just to spite me.
100-0, yeah. Speaking of betting, the Las Vegas has begun to let people bet.
The Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yep.
They've allowed. I don't know if they allowed people to bet, but Vegas odds are that 1917 is going to sweep the Oscars, the best director
Really?
and best
I have
pitcher.
heard.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
New Jersey and Indiana are letting people bet on the Oscars.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I was listening to Bill Simmons' podcast. He talks about that a lot. You real quick, the weird things you can bet on.
Yeah.
You can bet on like WWE.
Yeah.
Like the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the match, like the guy that won, Drew McIntyre, he went to like negative -800 or something, which means you have to put 800 on him to win 400 or whatever. In the middle of the match, he went to like, or right before the match started, which means somebody leaked that information. I don't understand how you can bet on a fake sport.
Not a scripted sport.
Yeah.
Sorry to be the spoiler sport, but wrestling is written.
I like how you corrected me though with the whole scripted, not fake, because it's not fake. Damn it.
It's real to me, damn it.
Still real to me.
Still real to me.
Still real when they fuse their vertebrae together because they can't.
Who had it done? Who has their vertebrae?
Edge, Stone Cold, Lita. I don't know. The list is
There was
huge.
a newish guy. 2015, he broke his neck.
Tyson Kidd.
Tyson Kidd, yes.
Yeah.
He talked about what happened. And he was like, the guy that was interviewing him was like, that of all the moves to get your spine fucked up, he's like, that move didn't seem like it really fuck up your spine. You're literally crushing the dude's spine in your neck.
Yeah.
So the move is you take somebody's legs. So the guy's legs are here. The guy's neck is on his shoulder, right? And he does this like slam. He slams he crunches his whole body. It's like, no shit, you're going to slam or break somebody's neck doing that.
Well, I mean,
Sounds
there's
gross.
ways to protect those moves. Like Undertaker, he was the
Sure.
only one allowed to do a tombstone because he made it so obvious that the guy's head wasn't. He put the guy's head between his creamy thighs, and then he'd drive his knees into the ground. Head would be like a full 2 inches off the ground.
His thick daddy
Yeah,
thighs.
yeah. But Owen Hart, when he pile drove Stone Cold,
yeah.
there was nowhere for his head, neck, shoulders, body to go.
I knew immediately when he did that move, he did it like maybe not wrong, but different, because when you do a pile driver, it's you go forward and you have your knees bent. Owen Hart kept his knees straight, right? And he brought
No, he sat down. His was a sit-down pile driver.
down, right.
But what happened was that Stone Cold's head was
Yeah.
below his creamy thighs. You have to keep the head above the thighs.
Yes, of course. So, top 5 goats of all time.
I would like some clarification before we begin on what counts as an athlete.
I thought
Because we were having a major debate on the drive home today.
I thought you were going to ask for some clarification on the creamy thighs.
No, thank you. I can do without that.
Well, you see.
So
you get the big old horses. thick, juicy thigh.
thick esport thighs. Yeah, esports. Are esports athletes?
Yes, I do say esports athletes.
Strongly disagree.
She also doesn't
Listen.
think NASCAR is a sport either.
What? Do you know how much G-force is going through them? What is it? G-spot.
G-spot.
I don't know. G-force sounds right.
G-force, like the gravity being pulled when you're taking a right turn or left turn, left turn, and the amount of force just wrenching on these guys' muscles.
Definitely a physical toll,
Yes.
you would say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I think Carrie's classification for sports is what?
Physicality.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then maybe I could
Yeah, we're not here to defend the merits of NASCAR.
NASCAR, but I will not accept
Esports.
guys sitting on their ass playing video games all day.
Now,
I
sitting
will
on
not.
your ass.
I cannot.
It's hand-eye coordination.
Extremely. And the whole sitting on your ass thing can be exhausting without proper a good chair, good form.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Carpal tunnel's a real thing,
Tunnel is a real injury. It's a
I'm
real
concerned for their fingers in the future.
Yeah. Yes.
But yes, I do agree that esports is a thing.
No.
Yep.
You're
Sorry.
wrong.
I'm sorry.
Wrong. You're both wrong.
I want to do my honorable mention real quick. Number 6 honorable mention for me. Hold on. Oh, and I don't have a drop for that. But do you guys watch baseball at all? Have you? Baseball?
In my lifetime,
Yeah.
I have watched baseball.
Okay, so are you aware of the late '90s Boston Red Sox roster? People on the Red Sox in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Like when they won the.
Kurt Schilling?
Kurt Schilling, Pedro Martinez.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Very, very.
Oh, you remember.
I remember
You
that. Yes, I
remember.
remember that. I was in college when they won
Yeah.
the World Series and we rioted.
So
My
your
roommate got hit with a tomato.
sounds awful.
Carrie made she learned a lesson not to
Don't talk
bet
about it on
me
the air.
not to bet me certain things when I have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
One of my favorite guys from that era, Nomar Garciaparra.
Oh man.
Yes.
No ma.
So we have, if you're not aware of Nomar's batting ritual, I have it pulled up here. Yeah. He does. Deanne, have you seen this?
He's like the Raphael Nadal
Rafael Nadal of baseball.
of OCD.
Yeah.
Some of that's a bit contrived, I believe.
So he's taking his forearm.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah. Forearm, not guard, what do you, like a
Wrist.
wrist strap. No, the forearm, sweat. What do you call that thing?
It looks like he's doing something with his gloves.
Wristbands?
Not,
Well, he's like, the Velcro on
it's
it.
an
or whatever
elbow
it was.
pad, elbow Velcro thingamajig. Anyways, he's doing this dance. It's a choreographed routine at this point of just make adjustments to his glove strap and then to his forearm strap and then tapping his head and his chest
Now-
and his arm.
Yeah.
Was that like that's his thing? That's his setup, or because baseball is goofy, and you see like the first base coach doing like these things, like hell, even right now the Astros are in trouble
Yeah.
for stealing signs. Was that a sign? Was the batter
No.
talking
No.
to a?
No, it was his
No. OCD.
OCD or maybe superstition
Yeah, well,
type thing.
that's definitely OCD or superstition because nothing he is doing has any effect.
No.
He's not picking up the Velcro,
No.
tightening his glove or anything
No.
like that. Rafa, his process is a little bit more like conducive to what he's going to do. He pulls his hair back, he picks his wedgie because nobody can run with a wedgie. He does a couple dribbles. He's sweating a lot, but yeah, Nomar, he just came for the bench. He's not sweating or anything like that. But go ahead.
It's
I
fascinating.
remember seeing him on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and he had like a ridiculous body fat percentage, like 5% body fat or something like that.
Nice.
Ridiculous.
not
Nobody
healthy.
knew he was like as
not
jacked as
healthy.
he was.
Nomar?
Yeah.
Nomar, yeah. So
Coming in at number 5.
You already said, that was your number.
that was my
6.
number 6. Yeah, that was my honorable mention that I went on for 20
Okay.
minutes on. My actual number 5 is Lance Armstrong. A lot of my picks are guys.
Really?
Really?
Lance
one ball?
Armstrong.
With one ball.
One testicle.
The ones that
It's
take
quite the
performance-enhancing drugs.
qualification.
Do they all take performance-enhancing drugs?
Well, that's the thing, right? If they all are doing it,
then nobody's doing it.
and nobody's doing it. If you were to strip the winning placement from all of these guys, like if you took, they stripped him of his winning, right? So if you went down the line and took everybody's win away, you would be left with like nobody.
Yeah, you'd be left with baseball.
Well,
No, not even.
well, Barry Bonds would like to have a comment.
You would be
here.
left with people from like the 50s and
Yeah.
4.
They were talking about taking the Astros title away. Be a terrible precedent to set. But
That was crazy, right? It was like audio things. It was like somebody would hit a trash can, right?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's
I'm
nuts.
confused, but
It was like multiple. It was like a relay of like the first baseman saw the sign, related to the not the bench. Yeah, the bench, right? The what do you call it? Where the guys
Dugout?
Bullpen?
The dugout. Thank you. They related to the dugout. The dugout. Bang bang on a drum for like a fastball. One hit for a screwball. Whatever. It was nuts.
that's crazy.
So
Good
speaking of cheating, Lance Edward Armstrong had all of his number one placed all of his wins stripped because he was found to be taking anabolic steroids. In 2012, the United States Anti-Doping Agency concluded that Armstrong had used performance-enhancing drugs over the entire course of career, named him the ringleader of the most sophisticated, professionalized, successful doping program the sport ever seen. Come on, they're all doing it. It's awful.
Actually, didn't it turn out that all the cyclists were doing it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
So you did say that? Did you
Yes.
say that? Okay.
Well, I mean, I mentioned that like in a joking manner, but it's true.
Yeah.
Literally.
And their ways of cheating is so weird. Like,
It is weird.
Let's pump some extra red blood cells into me for more
Yeah,
oxygen.
more oxygen in your blood. Like that's
Who thinks of that?
well, that was the thing too. Like with Phelps, isn't his thing that he has really long arms and really
A long
Yeah,
torso.
he has webbed
webbed.
feet. His webbed
Yeah.
feet. That's fucking weird.
he eats like 3,000
More than that.
grams of
It was just something
pasta,
that
7,000?
the
What was it,
shape of his
7,000?
It's like
torso
12,000.
too.
10,000 calories.
yeah with a pasta
Yes.
before you swim. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way for like a normal
Yeah.
normie to go drown in a pool.
It's like all of your things cramp up.
Like what do people even say? Oh, you're gonna wait 30 minutes before you get in, you're gonna cramp and drown. Phelps just lol,
look at that guy.
lol, idiot.
Look at that guy. So yeah, he was cool. That's not one of the reasons I started cycling, but one of the main reasons.
Okay.
Seeing a guy dominate, like a lot of my list is guys that dominated for a long time. He won like 7 in a row of his Tour de France wins. It's insane. Just thinking about like the routes I would take were like from here to I would go like 80 miles, right? And that's like I would be done after that for like a week. I would do like 20 a day, and then like on Saturday I'd do like 80, and for like 3 days my legs were like dying. And they would do 80 to 100 miles every day for like 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
It's insane.
For a warm up.
For a warm up. No,
Uh-huh.
well that is with the route. The route is like 80 miles a day through the Alps. The fucking Alps.
The-
You could-
That high altitude,
You
that
think he had a
super
sore
thin
butt?
oxygen.
yeah.
Yeah. A question, because you used
Yep.
to you used to cycle a lot.
Yes.
How long does it take your creamy thighs to condition themselves to the chafing and such?
Do you have to take a shot every time you say creamy thighs now?
I'm gonna make it a thing.
I would like to know if his sore butt was from the bicycle seat or the steroids.
They all did steroids.
'Cause you
But
put
he shot
put
it in the
oh,
butt.
oh, that's true. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. What was I gonna say? It would take me 5 hours to do 80 miles.
5 hours to do 80 miles.
Yeah.
It'd take me much longer.
Yeah.
I remember I rode the trail with you once, and that
Yeah.
was 12 hours or 12 miles.
12 miles.
And
That was
you
flat, too.
smoked me though.
It was flat
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way back had a little bit of an
Little-
incline. I don't think you noticed because your creamy thighs are jacked in comparison to mine.
I brought my. He brought his mountain bike with his cargo shorts and a t-shirt. I came with my racing bike with fucking
The full gear
the
spandex,
spandex.
aerodynamic
Yep.
helm.
Yep.
Shit was crazy.
It
I
was-
kept up with them for like 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Yep. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, I would go to Cummington and Goshen, and that
Mhm.
fucking that drop from where is it? Is it not Dalton, right? It's Dalton into Cummington, right?
Windsor.
Windsor, yes, thank you. Windsor into Cummington. Straight down for what's like a quarter mile maybe? The from the top all the way to that bridge. It's like a bridge and a river.
Yeah.
maybe quarter mile.
something about that.
Going back up that is not fun.
So last question that I have for this. Do you think with your layoff that you've done, do you think you could just jump back on a bike and be ready to go?
I die.
Could I beat you now? I bet you still could beat me.
Realistically, I would smoke you, but realistically, I could probably make it to like Dalton right now. I could probably make it like 20 miles without
20 miles?
20 miles maybe.
Let's go.
Carrie, number 5 for you.
I'm gonna play a game.
Let's play a game.
Game. It's called How Much Does Damien Know About Sports? I'm gonna give you some clues.
Okay.
And see if you can guess them. Is that all right?
Yes.
And you have the entire floor to yourself because I
knows
would
them
smoke you.
He would know. Yeah. He's also known me for a
Sure.
long time.
There we go. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give you a nice lob here that you can just crank out of the park
Yeah, please.
for the first
That's
one.
baseball. That's the baseball
for
reference.
my number
You got
5.
it. You figured out that part.
It's not baseball. This athlete has played in a record 9 Super Bowls and won 6,
Tom Brady.
the most of any player.
Tom Brady.
I have more, in case you weren't sure.
Easy
has
there,
won.
Nostradamus.
4 Super Bowl MVPs and 3 NFL MVPs. He is one of only 2 quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl in his first season as a starter. He's the only quarterback with 200 regular season wins. He has never had a losing season as a starter. He has more division titles than any other quarterback. He is number 1 in playoff wins. He is number 1 in career passing yards, and he is number 1 in touchdown passes. Yes, you are correct. It is the GOAT.
He also likes to wear Uggs on a nice summer day, and he likes to open mouth
Irrelevant
kiss his
to
son.
his athletic ability. He is the GOAT. It is undeniable.
One of the hottest wives.
You can hate on him because you're jelly. It's fine.
He is the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Anus. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even
Not a
have
whole lot
to
I can say.
defend him.
No.
Listen to the statistics I just
Yeah,
read.
the
There's
stats speak
you
for themselves.
can't argue that.
You think he should be? Think he's gonna go somewhere else next year?
No.
Stay a Patriot?
Yes.
You gonna pay that dusty old fart $30 million?
Absolutely.
Did he have an ad during the Super Bowl saying, "I'm not done"?
He said he's not going anywhere, but yeah, he also said I'm not done. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I believe it.
And why
He'll
should
be
he?
there.
Why should he?
He'll die a Patriot. That's true.
I think
Yeah.
he's got a few more years in him.
Well, yeah, you give him a receiver. I mean, this year wasn't his
He
fault. He did the
has.
best with what he had. His arm does turn into a limp noodle by the end of December, but you know,
He's still so smart, though.
yeah, he is a surgeon on the field.
Ah,
All right,
okay.
we'll play the same game, Damien.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Bring it.
I'm just gonna go
I
ahead and
can't
play.
play because I already know.
I'm gonna
to.
play this video.
But I would also smoke you in
Oh,
this game.
Yeah. Problem.
No.
Faux show.
Oh, show.
Now,
Yeah,
this is just my guy's dead. Rest in peace. But but they might say his name like in the first 5 seconds because I wasn't really listening to this part. But you know, that'd just be a hell of a clue.
Right there, but in life, studying the world, his passion, his way with words, never failing to deliver a punch or a punch line. We're going to speak to 2 people who knew him well in a moment, but first, ABC's David Wright has some of his greatest and most poetic hits.
I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale.
That's
I
George
done
Foreman.
handcuffed lightning to throw thunder in jail.
Yeah.
He was
You have Ali at number
poetry
5?
in motion.
5, yeah.
Handsome,
You should be higher. It's like the
I'm
Denzel
fast,
Washington
I'm
thing.
pretty, and
But
can't
also, we
possibly
took this
be
as our
beat.
favorites,
Nobody
not the
ever
best.
so fast on his feet,
Too much speed for it. Too
What?
fast. Too fast.
Listen to the things he
so
says.
quick with a comeback.
You're being extremely truculent. Whatever truculent means, if that's good, I'm that.
His dominance complete. He made sure the whole world had a ringside seat.
I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
The Louisville Lip, his words packed a punch.
It will be a killer and a chiller and a thriller when I get the gorilla in Manila.
That's rhyming.
care how small the ring is. I'll fight that chump in a telephone booth.
Telling all his opponents,
I'm hollering loud because I can back up every word. And I'll whoop any man in the world. And I want everybody out there on TV to know it.
he'd eat them for lunch.
I saw Sonny Liston a few days ago, Cash. Ain't he ugly?
Ain't he ugly?
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
If you think the world was surprised when Nixon resigned, wait till I kick Foreman's behind.
Muhammad Ali loved talking smack.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
He was trying to psych me out. I was every name in the book.
Larry Holmes.
I mean, I was this, I was that, you know. And I said, wow.
All of it, just part of his plan of attack.
Clay comes out to meet Liston, and Liston starts to retreat. If Liston goes back in his father, he'll end up in the ringside seat.
For Good Morning America, David Wright, ABC News, San Francisco.
Thanks to Dave.
So, yeah, dude pioneered trash talking before there were even teleprompters or anything like that, you know? Like, he was like, we'll put the question. Yeah, everything that came out of his mouth was just, just something. He's like, can't hit me, look at me, I'm too pretty. You can tell this face has never been hit. You know, saying crazy stuff like that. There's a documentary on HBO about it. Dude is just, it's really sad to see the way his career kind of ended. But just everything that he did up to that point was it's just constant entertainment. He was insanely dominant, everything he did. And even like his protests of the wars and stuff like that. I mean, the dude, he had goals and he achieved all of them, and it was just real awesome to see. He was 56-5, like 61 total fights, 37 by knockout, and he was like the first time they ever had a guy that won the heavyweight championship like 3 times in
He lost that and regained it.
Huh? Yeah. So 3 times, but
three.
Yeah,
Three-time champion.
man. Full like a butterfly, sing like a bee. The dude had great catch lines.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was magic. Shit was magical. Watching him move too, like shit he would do. Like before, he would just when the first part of his career, he was just like he didn't care. He just eat punches all the time, and he'd give the punches back. But then he was like getting too old for this shit. He's like he starts doing the rope-a-dope stuff, which you just watch that. He just lures you back into a corner, and the guy just keeps going.
Yeah.
Head movement. I have not seen on anyone.
Yes.
Anyone that big, like maybe like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Man, they're quick with their heads and stuff like that. But that big guy like that dodging these fucking meat hooks, crazy.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, awesome. Number 5.
Agreed.
Do you think he said he protested the Vietnam War and it cost him like 5 years of his career because he was put into jail. Do you think we'll have the same respect for somebody like Kaepernick in like 20 years?
No.
Because he wasn't as good
at
his job, his career?
Because he knelt one time?
He wasn't jailed like Ali was, but you can argue that he was ostracized from the NFL because of it.
I think the NFL has done a good enough job. I'm not saying that it's good that it happened, but good enough job at suppressing him that do we even know like really what Kaepernick still like fights for? Like you don't hear much about it anymore. Like war was like front and center.
Yes.
So everyone knew where Muhammad Ali stood.
Sure.
Everybody knew who he was, all that. But with Kaepernick, it was kind of like I almost feel like the message that he started.
Yeah.
I know he does good shit still,
Yeah.
but it's just I don't know. Times were different back then. I don't think it's on the same level.
No.
I mean, it's good for him that he's doing that kind of thing. I just think Ali surpassed all that. I don't think we'll look back on it like Kaepernick was to Ali.
Okay.
Apples and oranges.
My number 4 is the Bolt, Usain Bolt. Yep.
He fast.
That's definitely an athlete. I respect that choice.
I had asked her, I'm like, what about sprinters? She's like, yeah, sprinters, of course. Yeah, obviously. Duh.
That's what I sound like, too, when I talk all the time.
Oh, God. Idiot.
8-time Olympic gold medalist Bolt is the only sprinter to win 100 meters and 200-meter titles at 3 consecutive Olympics, 2008, 2012, and 2016. He won 2 4x100 relay gold medals. He gained worldwide fame for his double sprint victory and world record time at the 2008 Beijing Olympics, making him the first person to hold both records since the fully automatic time became mandatory. He's an 11-time world champion. 11. Yeah. Bunch of my whole list is basically just guys that dominated. Just no question.
He was dominant. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't argue that.
Yes.
Is.
Cool thing about sprinting championships is that you don't have to lose the one you had before in order to win a new one.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
he's like 11 times. Like he's probably beaten a couple times in like different races, but
Yeah. Yep.
he still won 11 individual championships and not really lost the ones that he had before that.
Exactly. Yep.
He recently said something along the lines, who was it? Some football player said they wanted to do something in the Olympics, and Bolt said, I would have an easier time becoming a wide receiver or something than he would becoming an Olympic athlete.
Maybe. Yeah. Depends.
It was Bolt.
Well, no, it was him. I saw an article about that.
okay.
I was looking him up. But what do you think about that? I don't know. I feel like you have to have, what do you call that? You can't be hit and like.
Yeah.
I feel like if
Crumple.
Bolt, you can't crumple. You
To
have
be
to
fair,
have-
if you're fast enough, maybe you don't get hit.
Yeah,
but,
true.
I mean, is that a risk you want to take?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was the 49er, I think Goodwin. Oh, he was a wide receiver for the 49ers. One of them was an Olympic sprinter. And he had some, obviously his niche was go long, catch this ball.
Yeah.
And that's what he would do. I mean, if that was Bolt's only purpose, just go Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would probably be the easiest. I haven't seen the guy's hands, so it's tough to say. I think at that point, if you have the speed, it would probably be easier to become an NFL athlete than to find the speed that's necessary on the level of an Olympic athlete.
Not getting hit is the thing, right? 'Cause
Right.
You can't. I was thinking about this the other day. A Hail Mary is you can't just have the guy run really fast off the scrimmage. There's like an offsides thing where the whole line of scrimmage goes at the same time, right? When
You can't go until the ball goes.
Yes, exactly. So it's not like, hey, Usain, just run and I'll throw it to you. You have to get past the defenders.
Well, you can't touch. I mean, you got the 5 yards where you can touch the guy, but after that, anything after that's kind of like it's pass interference.
Yeah.
So they're not going to hold. I mean, they could hold you.
Yeah.
But that's at their detriment. I mean, it basically comes down to a foot race and a Hail Mary. Who's going to run farther?
Right.
How tough, how strong the arm is. I mean, that's really. I don't see Bolt running slants, catching murder balls through the middle.
Yeah, no.
But a deep pass from Brett Favre.
Yeah.
I mean,
good.
Why not?
I think you also have to consider the odds. How many people are Olympic sprinters?
Fast enough to be an Olympic sprinter.
How many qualify to be Olympic sprinters? And how many people are in the NFL? I think the odds of getting into the NFL are higher than becoming an Olympic sprinter.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, depend how many. Yeah, they don't really have a whole lot of sprinters when they. Well, I guess we'll find out 2020 Olympics.
Right.
We'll get back to this. I wonder if Bolt's actually participating in them.
Said he might.
We'll see.
I
I'm
mean,
not
he is
training
getting
for
older.
it, but
He might have awesome steps. A step, half a step. That's all it takes.
Carry number 4.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Number 4 is my favorite football player. This man is second overall in both postseason receiving yards and postseason receptions. He has played in 4 Super Bowls. In the last 3, he led all wide receivers in receiving yards. He is a Super Bowl MVP. He holds the Super Bowl record for career punt returns, and he's such a stud.
Yeah, he is.
Famously caught a ball with his butthole.
Gronk, man.
Incorrect.
Gronky?
Nope, Gronk is not a wide receiver.
No, he's not. He's wide.
His beard is glorious as yours.
This guy we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's better than yours. How am I saying? Beautiful man.
Julian Endelman.
Endelman, yep.
Endelman.
Got it. Nailed it. Sticks
Almost.
to dismount. He sticks to
Almost
dismount.
there.
That's the most Patriots I know.
Julian Edelman.
Edelman and the Gronk and the Brady.
Gronk is not
What'd
a
you say
Patriot
Edelman's
anymore.
name was? The
Endelman.
Endelman and the Gronk.
Endelman and the Gronk.
It'd be like a child's book written by Antonio Brown.
Julian Edelman has written children's books. I don't know if you knew
Has he?
that. Yeah.
Nope, that's just a weird coincidence.
No, because it's about a squirrel. He's a squirrel because they call him Squirrely.
Makes
and
sense.
A goat.
And the goat, yeah.
And the goat.
Yeah.
And the goat.
I wonder who that What animal is Gronk?
An ass? I don't know.
Who are we talking about?
Julian Edelman?
Number 4.
What?
Julian Edelman.
Oh, we are. I said it. Okay.
Yeah,
said
you got it
that.
right.
Endelman, but yeah.
Yeah, Endelman.
got
You
it.
corrected yourself.
You got
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
We'll give it to you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
2 for 2. Actually, 3 for 3 with his. You're impressing us, but they're getting harder.
Getting harder. Yeah, I think that's probably the last one you're going to catch.
Probably.
You might get one more of mine. Maybe.
We'll see.
I see what you did there, Catch.
Yeah, totally intentional.
Is that why he's number 3 or number 4? He's a good catch guy? He's a good man for catching the ball?
Yeah, he catches a lot of them in the postseason.
Does he?
As her stats reflected.
Nice. Good for him.
Yeah, it is good for him.
Jesus, you're struggling over there.
I'm very warm. Very warm.
Well, not even that. Just burping all over the place, hiccups.
Number 4
What
for
about
you.
I remember the first time I had a beer. That was appropriate. Gotta wait for this.
Coming in at number
I
4.
like how you saved that for me.
Yeah.
You didn't do it for you guys.
Nope.
A hiccup and a burp back to back. Wow. All right. Speaking of back to back, this man made 8 consecutive finals from 2011 to 2018 NBA.
2005? From 2005 to when?
No, 2011 to 2018.
NBA Finals?
NBA Finals. 8 consecutive.
8 consecutive. Steph Curry.
No.
That's not a bad guess, though.
Not. Yep. It's the other guy.
The other guy.
The guy on the other side.
LeBron.
Yep. Yep. Cavalier. Miami Heat. Laker. Oh, Cavalier. Yeah,
Laker.
then Laker.
Not a Laker.
But, yeah, won the championship 2012, 2013, 2016. 2 with my Heat, 1 with the Cavaliers. And he was drafted overall first in 2003 and has now 3rd in all-time points behind
Karl
Malone
Malone
and
and
Kareem
Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Interesting.
He's now in the Lakers, and he's promised another championship in honor of Kobe.
What's your thoughts on you're not a GOAT if you don't win championships?
It's fair.
Okay.
Even in team sports, you got to be a leader.
Okay. How many Steph won?
Steph, he's won 3.
Question mark?
Yeah, 3 because LeBron stole one from him.
Yes.
It
true.
was great. It was fun to watch. Yeah, LeBron gets a lot of hate, but honestly, like,
He does.
if I was
LeBron
building
does
a team,
get a lot of hate, but I'd rather see him win than the freaking Warriors again and again and again with their dream team.
well, the
That's
dream
what I
team's
think
out
of
the window now.
Golden State Warriors.
But if you were to build a team right now, who would you have want as your building block, like prime between Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron, since these 3 are often compared to each other?
Wilt Chamberlain.
Cool. That's not one of the 3 that I listed, but hey, whatever.
I guess LeBron.
Yes, LeBron.
He's so strong. Like Kobe and Jordan are great shooters, but LeBron is just a beast.
Yep.
Yeah,
And LeBron can do it all.
LeBron is a
I
beast.
hate myself for saying it, but
It's funny you say that because I said I still want Jordan, but LeBron would be a good pick. I don't think you could go wrong with any 3 of them, but yeah, Jordan. I'd pick Jordan. I don't know why I asked this question if I wasn't going to pick LeBron, but I did anyways.
I'm surprised.
I just want to see maybe if you'd pick LeBron. Thanks. Cool. Makes me feel good. Good number 4. Hope you sleep well tonight.
You see, LeBron did Kobe tribute by doing the same sort of shot that he did.
Yeah, a lot of people were doing that.
A lot of people were doing that.
Joel Embiid was doing fadeaway jumpers.
Oh well, no, it was like literally the same. Like it was memorable.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
same shot. Yeah,
Same shot
I
on
saw
the
that.
same basket.
Yep.
Yeah, saw that.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. He did.
He did the thing.
Kobe, man. Don't ride in helicopters, y'all.
My number. Wait.
Coming in at number 3.
Correct.
Mike Gerald Tyson. Michael Gerald Tyson.
Oh, all right. I too like to watch fisticuffs.
Was a professional boxer. Competed from 1985 to 2005. He was the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Holds the record as the youngest boxer at 20 years, 4 months, and 22 days old. Won his first 19 fights by knockout. Insane. He was the first heavyweight boxer.
What was that? Your Shakira impression?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People are like, I can't be horny during the Super Bowl. Fuck that. Fuck. What was her name? J-Lo and Shakira. Mm-hmm. I can't see butts on TV, but it's totally fine. We saw a topless. What was his name? Maroon 5 guy.
Yeah.
Adam Levine.
Yep.
Adam Levine. Yeah, it's fine. I saw that with his knockoff generic jail tattoos.
Is this where we're at in 2020?
Yeah.
2 girls up on stage grinding up on each other in their 50s and 43s.
Yeah.
Come on. Did you see J-Lo slide in?
Yes.
She's like right down there. She's like right up the side. She,
Yeah.
At least she stopped there and like diddled a second. I was like, what? Her daughter was on stage. Good for her.
Good for
I
her.
missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she missed it. Probably for the best. She would have been so offended.
Would I?
We're all going to hell
Maybe
because
I
we watched
would
it.
have felt empowered as an older woman.
As an older woman. Yeah, all right. Keep talking about Iron Mike over there, buddy.
I will.
And you better mention that he's special. He was a special enforcer for the Stone Cold Shawn Michaels WrestleMania match.
True.
Where this fucking list is out.
He did that. He did that thing.
You know the only thing I know about Mike Tyson?
I think I just told you.
Bit off that guy's ear.
Well, you knew he was in The Hangover too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he had Tiger. Go ahead. We're sorry. We won't interrupt you
Do
anymore.
you know what he does now? He breeds doves.
He breeds dogs.
Doves.
Dubs.
Doves.
Doves, the birds.
Yes. The bird.
So peaceful.
He loves the birds. Yep. Let's see. Total fights 58. Wins 50. Losses 6. He is one
It's
of
a
the best.
better record than Ali.
Yes, indeed. Yep. One of the best of all time.
Who wins? Tyson or Ali?
You can't make that. You can't do that.
Come on. Who wins, buddy?
It's probably Ali because Tyson is good at the whole, what do you call it? Shimmy shame? The rope-a-dope thing. So, yeah. I don't know. Tyson was too, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. I think Ali too, though.
Ali has the reach, right? Tyson was short.
Yeah. But, I mean, that didn't stop him. He's like a pit bull, man.
Yeah.
Short little things, but when he gets a hold of you.
Yeah.
But that's if he get a hold of him.
He was 5'10", so he was our height, but he weighed like 270 pounds of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was
Punch through that wall from here if you wanted to.
Yeah, he probably could. Ridiculous. Yep. Carry number 3.
My number 3 was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame in 2018. He won Olympic gold in the year 2000. He holds the record for career three-pointers made in both the regular and postseason. He is considered one of the best shooters of all time. He is a 2-time NBA champion and a 10-time NBA All-Star.
And he's a Miami Heat legend.
Miami Heat legend?
Don't listen to that, Carlo.
I wasn't listening. I texted.
Any guesses?
LeBron?
He played for several teams. He is not a Miami.
Yeah.
He did play for the Miami Heat.
He actually is a Miami Heat legend.
But he ended his career there, but didn't play his best ball there.
He tied Game 6 against the Spurs.
Which is why you love him.
He put that championship. He basically found the ring, and then LeBron got to put it on his finger the next game. So
the big clue was holds
Shaq.
the record for most 3-pointers ever made.
Not Shaq.
Not Shaq.
Most 3-pointers ever made.
Considered one of the best shooters of all time.
Ended his career at the Heat. Oh, that guy that was LeBron's like buddy for a while. No,
No, they weren't friends.
they weren't friends. Dwayne Wade.
Incorrect.
Okay, I do not know.
Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Sweet Ray.
Oh yeah,
He's got the most beautiful jump shot. Like, it's just so consistent. Like, everything. Like, he just practiced it
Because that man legit has
10
OCD.
million times in his life. Yeah.
He would hit the same shot. I mean, as a basketball player, you need to you probably hit that same shot like over and over and over and over again. But I feel like he did double what other people were putting in.
Mm-hmm.
Like once you got him in that low corner, it was guaranteed 3-point. That's his spot. He tied the game for Miami to against the Spurs. All the fans were walking out of San Antonio because they were like, "Oh yeah, we won this game," and then they were like down by 9 or something crazy. It was a tough watch, but like Ray Allen tied it up with one of his 3 points, and then all the fans were trying to get back inside the building, but they couldn't get back in because there's no re-entry, buddy. So now you get to watch this from out on the road. You fucking losers.
Here's a trivia question for you.
Hit me.
What were the 4 teams that he played for?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a tough one. So we got Celtics and Heat. Seattle?
Seattle was his second team. Who did he play for first?
I'm not going to get it.
Midwest.
I feel like the teams might have changed by then.
No, it is still a current team.
Is it still? Midwest. Pacers.
No.
Damn. Pacers was Reggie.
Reggie played the
Reggie
Pacers
Miller.
his whole career.
Yeah, okay. What was that one?
Milwaukee Bucks.
Milwaukee. Damn it.
I was gonna say that. I was like, who's the team with the horns?
Bucks.
That would be the Bucks.
I couldn't get the Timberwolves out of my head, but that was Garnett, right?
That was Garnett,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Yeah. How long was he on that team for? Not very long.
No.
Was he on Seattle the second longest?
Been on the Celtics the longest. I'll look it
Second
up.
longest, I said.
You can do your thing.
Okay.
I'll look it up. I'll report back.
All right. Here's let's see. This guy made it to 4 consecutive NBA Finals. He won 3 championships: 2006, 2012, 2013. So 2 of those overlap with LeBron. He made 4. I said 4 consecutive finals, right?
You did.
2011 through 2014. He was drafted 5th overall, 2003, same class as LeBron. Who is he?
So wait, he's
got 3 championships, 2 overlap with LeBron.
He went to championships. He played in championships on the same team as LeBron or against LeBron?
On the same team as.
And
he has only been on one team.
He's only been on the Heat?
Incorrect.
What? What are you talking
He hasn't
about?
only played for the Heat.
Who?
The person you're referencing.
Yes, he has.
Jesus Christ. Only name I could think of on the Heat with LeBron was
Oh well, no, we don't count that. We don't count those. No.
I am correct.
We're not counting those. You're right there, but we're not counting that.
Dwayne Wade is the only guy I could think of that was on.
You're right. Yeah, we don't count the Bulls run, and we don't count.
You're making me feel like I'm.
Cavs.
I'm
You were right. I
ridiculous.
apologize.
Like, he played from 2016 to 2018.
That was not my decision. That was not my
15.
decision. So no.
All right, I was incorrect about Ray Allen. He played for the Bucks the longest, 96 to 2003 on the Bucks.
Oh, okay.
2003 to 2007 on the Supersonics. 2007 to 2012 on the Celtics. 2012 to 2014 on the Heat.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So you were right. Dwayne Wade. You got it.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne. Married to Gabrielle Union.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Had a huge crush on her.
Good for him.
A long time.
Yes.
Might still be active. I'm not sure. Haven't seen her much lately. You're right. I'm sorry.
Coming in at number 2.
We talked about him before, referenced him earlier on with the long arms, the long legs, and the webbed feet. Mr. Phelps, Michael Phelps. Just dominated. Fucking dominated. I remember one year, I think maybe it was London or one of them, where it was like some relay race where he won by a finger.
Lap?
No, a finger.
Oh.
Like the guy, you could see underwater and see the replay, and the other guy was doing a stroke, and Phelps, I think, missed a stroke, but because he missed a stroke, he lunged first and then hit the wall first by like half a millimeter or something. It was nuts.
Was that the one he won like 6?
6 matches?
6 medals.
6 medals, probably.
Or whatever the record was at that time.
Is he done now?
Probably.
Phelps? Yeah, he's done.
Probably.
He's got no more reason to do anything.
Started in Athens, 2004.
Now he's here.
He won in Athens, all of the gold in Athens. Beijing, golds. He got some silvers in London and Rio de Janeiro, so I'm guessing, probably done.
My basketball guy's got some medals too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Do they, how does that work? Do they just have the
They're
best?
just the United States and they go out and crush people. Well,
Yeah.
they did. They didn't do it the last time.
Phelps is the long course world record in the men's 400 individual medley, as well as the former long course world record holder in the 200-meter freestyle, butterfly, or 200-meter butterfly, 200-meter medley. He has won 82 medals in major international long course competitions, which were 65 gold, 14 silver, and 3 bronze, spanning the Olympics, World Championships, and the Pan-Pacific Championships. Phelps' international titles and record-breaking performances have earned him the World Swimmer of the Year 8 times, and the Swimmer of the Year, American Swimmer of the Year 11, as well as the FINA Swimmer of the Year in 2012, 2016. One of the best swimmers of all time.
For real.
Man can swim.
He can swim indeed. He's good at that. Yeah.
Do you think he excels at anything on land?
Probably not, right?
No.
Didn't he get in trouble for
that
smoking
Bo
weed?
Burnham lyric where
What's
he's like, it's like Jesus can walk on water. Can he swim on land? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. I think he got in trouble for weed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh well. If he can smoke weed and still compete at that level, let him.
Yeah,
Let
it's
the
not
man.
performance enhancing at all. So
No, definitely not. Carry number 2.
Number 2. This man has won 20 Grand Slam singles titles in tennis, the most for a male player. He held the number 1 rank for 310 weeks, including a record 237 weeks in a row. Won Olympic gold in 2008, has won 8 Wimbledons, 6 Australian Opens, 5 U.S. Opens, and 1 French Open.
A partridge in a pear tree.
And is one of only 8 men to achieve the Grand Slam. The Grand Slam, the all 4. What's that called?
Golden?
No. When they get all 4. What is
Career
that?
Grand Slam.
Career Grand Slam. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Only. Twice. You did that
What?
twice?
8. One of 8 men.
He's one of 8 men to have won all 4
Gotcha.
Grand Slams.
In a year.
In a year.
Yep, twice.
Once.
She said twice, I thought.
I
She
didn't
was
say
wrong.
Twice.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay. You're wrong. Not her.
Federer.
Federer, yes.
Federer.
Watching,
Maestro.
I get he has aged and he is not as good as he once was, but watch him in his prime. It's like watching poetry in motion. There was no weakness to his game back then. He did everything perfect, just right.
Mm-hmm.
He made everything just look effortless.
Yep.
And I do like Nadal a lot, but they are such contrasts to each other. Whereas Nadal is all grit
Hard
and
work,
running
heart.
and sweating and be heart and just pounding his body to oblivion.
Real working class
And
man.
Federer is just all like footwork and grace and
Beauty.
Like, just looks just effortless. And it's just amazing.
That's how he got his name, the Maestro, because he's waving his racket like he's waving a conductor baton.
And he's not a big guy. He's not the biggest guy. He's not the fastest guy. But he is the best
Of all time.
at the moment.
At the moment.
He has the most.
I think when it goes down, he will not be the GOAT.
Who is the GOAT? Who would be
I think
the
the
GOAT?
GOAT's going to be Djokovic.
Djokovic will probably pass him. Djokovic is like wins everything
Yeah.
now.
The thing
He
is-
is younger than us. So he's still got quite a few years. Federer is on his way out.
He came up through the ranks while Federer and Nadal were still in like absolute power and was crushing then. Then he had his little episode where he wasn't winning anything, and now he's back crushing them again, and he's the one that has more longevity than the other two. He's still got like
10 years.
4 or 6 more titles in him. It's insane. If he doesn't win all 4 titles this year, well, not true. Although he is the only one I fear at the French that Nadal can't beat. But he has proven that he can so far. So, actually, no, I think Djokovic might have taken Nadal out in the French Open once. Maybe. I can't remember.
That's right.
I don't know if that's right either.
Before you do your number 3, you're on 3 or 2?
I'll be on
2.
2?
2.
Talking about juicy thighs earlier. I like juicy thighs.
Creamy thighs.
Juicy, creamy thighs. So we showing a video of a person crushing a can with a...
Can you do that with your creamy thighs?
I don't believe so.
No, did I say milky thighs or creamy thighs?
Creamy.
Creamy.
Okay.
It was
Just want
most
to make sure you guys are
definitely
paying
creamy.
attention.
Juicy.
That haunts me. Your phrasing.
Juicy thighs?
Oh, I want to say something about Federer. Oh yeah, Federer. He encompasses that. I think. How was it? Garth Brooks? No, it wasn't Garth Brooks.
The quote you love. That quote you love.
Who is that? Yeah, you know what quote I'm going to say.
I wasn't as good as I once was.
I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. And this is where I feel it really applies.
I think that quote's dumb.
No, check it though.
Doesn't
Right?
make any sense.
It doesn't.
No, listen to me. Would you listen to me? Federer, would you say he is as good as he once was?
No.
But if he was to win a tournament, you'd be like, he's as good as he ever was, right?
He's as good
Why do you have to
'cause-
throw the word once in there
Yeah.
again?
What do you mean?
He's as good once as
Well,
he
I mean
ever was.
that's the song, that's the lyric. You
It's
know, that's
stupid.
You're stupid.
I think what you're trying to say is that sometimes he can have flourishes and he has flashes of the best
Brilliance.
Exactly.
His brilliance.
Yes, that's all that lyric is saying.
Okay,
Whatever
yes.
they put it in, it,
Poorly
I mean, it
phrased.
didn't really
Poorly,
not really
yeah.
poorly phrased.
Stupidly phrased.
Not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
I'm good-
He's saying
I'm good once.
I'm good one more time.
Okay.
Who knows when that one time's gonna be? Could be today. Could be
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay. Good.
Suck it.
Who's
you
your
know?
number 3? You're
2.
2.
All right. Well, my guy has won 19 Grand Slam titles. he's let's see. Hold on. He's won 1 Australian Open, 2 Wimbledons, 4 US Opens, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 French Opens. Now,
Who could it be?
when we talk about Federer being the greatest of all time, you know, it's a weird conversation to have because even if Djokovic stops winning titles, what's going to go down is he's the greatest of all time, but he was routinely crushed in Grand Slam appearances by Nadal and Federer. They each have like 10 wins on him, like in prime time stuff. Like he won a lot of exhibition stuff, but like when in tournaments, big time moments, those guys crushed him. While Djokovic is going to be the king of everything, he's so like all his records are so even throughout. Like when he's on clay, hard court, and grass. This guy will never be challenged
On the
for
French-
that for the French Open. He is
Or
the
best
king of clay.
court player ever. It's undeniable.
Or what you say about Federer being grace beauty for like all this stuff, it really shines when he's at things like Wimbledon, like wearing all white, like look at me, I'm
Glorious. Yes.
bask in my glory. Nadal, the raw, visceral red clay,
Yes.
just covered head to
Covered
toe
in
in all this
dust.
crap. He had this one picture. I could find it by the end of this thing after I'm done talking. The clay was coming up around him. The dust was all around him. I swear it was like something out of a DBZ anime. Like his aura was showing right there. And it was like, he's got killer aura. You know, that's what we're looking at. But growing up, when I started playing tennis, well, not really growing up because I didn't start playing tennis until I was like 18 with you. But the first thing they started comparing me to was Nadal because my speed, I could catch up to anything. And it actually stuck with it. Like everyone, I still surprised people to this day. How the hell did you get that shot? How did you return that? Everything that you do should not happen. I take the racket, I swing it up over my head, same way he does. I was doing it way before. And that's the style. That's, balls to the wall. You run this way, and then you run it down the other way. You got somebody on the court. They don't even have to move.
Put your heart into every shot.
My goal is to make you hit it one more time, and I'm just a fucking wall. So I resonate with Nadal and his whole heart, hard work, killing with endurance and speed.
Yes,
I don't have to I don't have to hit the best shots.
Yeah.
I just have to last longer than you do.
Yeah.
So
it's apparently like a rope-a-dope technique you're pulling there.
Well, I'm the one getting tired.
Yeah.
But that's the thing too. You start making it's more like a unstoppable force meets a movable object kind of thing. Once I get going, you can't stop me.
Yep.
So Nadal, he's my number 2 because a lot of what I do, I play tennis a lot too, but a lot of the way that I do sports, I emulate after him. Just keep grinding and hope the other guy breaks before you do. Which is saying Nadal has been breaking a lot lately.
Well, the thing with his style of play is that he's going to have way more injuries because
your
his
knees.
body is getting a lot of wear and tear, whereas Federer is so much more graceful and light on his feet that he really has never, here and there, but he's never been out long with injuries.
Yeah. Yep. So, that's my guy, number 2.
Thank you very
Rafael
much.
Nadal. Thank you very much. It's a little bit of Rafa and Andy Kaufman.
No, that's all Rafa. Thank you very much.
So before I talk about number 1, I want to talk about some extreme athletes that were admirable back in our day. Well, he's a young guy still, but you can have that, buddy. It's all yours.
Thanks, bud.
Let's see. Shaun White, extremely dominant in his day, the snowboarder with flowing locks of red hair. And Tony Hawk, revolutionized.
Just do 1A, 1B?
Is my
No, these are just
honorable
mentions.
Yeah, before I forget. So yeah, Tony Hawk.
Before I forget.
Tony Hawk, the game that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah, dog.
One of the most seminal PS1 games, PS2 games of all time. Hold up. My sort of theme for all these guys, well, a lot of these guys were endurance, having a long career, being very good at what they do for a long time. And my number 1 is the epitome of all that. It's Nolan Ryan. He played for, played for a very long time. 1966. Do you want to guess how long he played for?
1966. 2002.
No, that's extremely long. That's like 40 years.
Well, you say that.
I'm gonna say 28 years.
28 years. Okay, Carrie, closest without going over. He played for 27 years.
All right, closest. We'll go with closest.
I have no concept of time. It's all a blur.
Don't ever ask him how long we've been married for.
Seriously, don't.
MLB statistics, 324 wins, 292 losses. Average runs scored on him was 3.19, one of the lowest ever. Strikeouts, 5,714. I'm not sure where that is on the leaderboard, but it's extremely high. Let's see. So yeah, played for 27 years. right-handed pitcher who consistently threw pitches that were over 100 miles an hour, even into his 40s. He also had a devastating 12-6 curveball, and it went up and down very quickly.
Which teams did he play for?
He played for the Astros and the Texas Rangers. He first played for the Mets in the 60s, played for the Angels in the 70s, played for the Astros in the 80s, and played for the Texas Rangers from 89 to 93. Yep. One of the longest careers. And it's the thing where you can play for a long time, but are you good? And he was still very good, even when he was like 44. Throwing a fucking baseball when you're 44 is insane. In today's age.
That's true.
Yeah.
But pitchers also only play like once every 4 games.
True.
So they get to rest a lot.
Yeah. They do a thing in the postseason where they'll have them rest like 2 days or 3 days, I think. Something like that. Yep.
If they're good.
If they're good.
If they want them to.
Yeah.
Because, it might only be a 4-game series. So if they have them pitch the first game, they might be able to have them pitch again on the 4th game or something.
Just to have that dumb rule that pitchers don't bat in like the NL, but like they bat in the AL.
Reverse.
Okay, so that's a stupid rule. Why is that rule a thing?
I have no idea.
Okay,
absolutely no idea.
Does it apply to catchers too?
No.
Catchers are always like good hitters, right? Typically.
Mike Piazza.
They're fine.
Jason
Is that the only one I'm thinking
Varitek.
Yeah. Okay, that might not be. Yeah, Varitek.
Varitek
is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pitchers are notoriously bad at hitting.
Yeah. Very bad.
Was there ever like a good pitch? Well, was Babe Ruth a pitcher?
He was.
So he was pretty good, right? That guy was pretty good.
He wasn't bad.
He hit some home runs.
Back when the ball was made of yarn and twigs.
It was rubber.
Yeah. Yep.
Back when like your supplement diet was fucking beer and hot dogs,
whiskey and cigarettes.
Yeah. You didn't leave the stadium. The stadium just fed you.
There was a picture of like
session.
There was a picture of like Jim Thorpe or some dude was playing back in the 50s and playing the Super Bowl. It's like Super Bowl II, where they had a picture of like a Michelob Light and he's smoking a cigarette.
Sure.
And during halftime,
he puts it out like right before he gets on the field.
Yeah. I miss those days.
They didn't even have face masks on their helmets.
No.
Were they wearing leather then? Or at least they had the... You know what the stupidest thing? When they're wearing the hard plastic. Yeah. So it was like they understood there was some kind of danger to the head, but they only had one bar going across their mouth.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I could still fit my foot in there and crush your face if I wanted to. Idiot.
Well, in hockey, they still only have, like, they have nothing covered still in hockey now, right?
Yeah. The thing I would be most scared of playing hockey is getting my throat slit by a skate.
Yeah. There's the video of a guy getting a throat cut. Have you seen that?
No, I've heard it. I heard about it, and I would never ever watch that.
The thing is, though, like with hockey, no, they're playing with pucks, man. I don't want to take a puck in the face.
Oh, did you ever see that video of the guy getting
when
his
just
throat
crushes his face?
Have you seen that video of the guy getting?
Don't talk about it anymore.
I've seen something where this dude was just like toothless.
Yes,
but I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Sorry.
Carry number 1.
Sorry, everyone.
My number one would probably not be considered the GOAT by anybody. But in my heart, he's number 1.
Respect.
He does have some statistics here. He was the world number 1 and U.S. Open champion in 2003. He was the most recent U.S. man to win a Grand Slam in singles. He lost.
That's a big hint.
And here's the kicker, because this has to do with my number 2 person. He lost in Grand Slam finals to Roger Federer 4 times.
One time specifically.
The 2009 loss was one of the most heartbreaking matches I have ever watched. He is known for his temper and outbursts.
Stole his soul that day.
But also humorous on-court behavior.
Not Pete Sampras, the other guy, the bald guy. What's his name?
No,
not that guy. Not Sampras.
Not Andre Agassi, no.
That's a good guess, though.
Yeah.
Those were 2 dominant men, but this guy came slightly after them. They were much more dominant than the one on my list. My number 1.
This one's kind of what would happen if you took Nadal and you took Federer and kind of squished him into another
He was
athlete.
the hope for all U.S. men's tennis for a long time, but he could never quite.
Yeah.
He came up in the wrong time.
Yeah, he came up in the time of Nadal and Federer, and you watch him in that 2009 Wimbledon final. you watch him he's sitting in his chair, like in between games, and he's just like, there's nothing I can do. Everything I'm throwing at this guy is unstoppable.
He had 2 match points, I think, and he couldn't put it away. Or at least, I don't know if it were the match points, but enough that would give him a game lead or something like that, and he choked him away.
When you say the name, I'll know. I was like, yeah, of course, that guy.
His last name
has 2 penises in it.
Mm-hmm.
2 penis references.
His first name is a co-host of ours.
His first name is a co-host of ours?
Mm-hmm.
Sherman.
No, I didn't say the last name.
Yeah. Damien.
Nope.
No. Dion.
Nope.
Carrie.
Nope.
I'm missing one. Andy. Oh, Andy Samberg.
Andy Penis. Andy Penis. You got it.
Penis. Andy Dong. Andy
Penis Peen.
Andy Penis Peen.
She said 2 penis references.
Andy Dick Cock.
You're close. Get him the other way around.
Cock. Andy Cock. Andy Cock Dick.
Well, we got to change cock. Change cock. You got Dick.
Andy Dickness.
Nope. Dick comes last. There's a penis reference before that. Yeah. Dick comes last.
He was sometimes called A-Rod, like the baseball player.
Oh, Andy Roderick.
Rod Dick.
Roderick.
Roddick.
I always, if you told me I would get $500,000 if I could name him correctly, I would have said Roderick.
Right. Would you have made that same bet with the, what was the one you said earlier?
Julian Endelman.
Endelman?
I always thought it was Endelman. Edelman? Edelman.
Endoman.
Neat. Andy Roderick. Andy Roddick?
Andy Roddick.
It's Roddick.
R-O-D-D-I-C-K.
No. Yep.
No.
The illusion is destroyed, man.
I loved him for a long time. You can look it up, but
I never thought this was going to be the reason why the podcast would end, but he's about to. He's pissed.
Roddick.
Rod Dick.
Rod
Stewart. Dick Head.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry. What do you want to say?
I'm done.
Roddick.
I talked to him.
Wow. It's so much more awkward. I would have changed my name to Roderick. Roderick sounds much better.
Roderick is a strong name.
It is.
There's actually an NXT wrestler, Roderick Strong.
Oh, okay.
He retired so young. It was disappointing, but I mean, he was done.
Yeah,
he
knew
toast.
though. He knew. Like, first of all, Federer stole his soul. Stole. He took his soul on the court that day, and I think he just kind of realized, like, it's never going to happen for me. That was my shot. I shot my shot. It's over.
Yeah.
And he stuck around for a little bit more, but
I'm just going to go retire with my beautiful swimsuit model wife, and
it was
we'll
tough.
have kids and stuff.
Tough for him.
Brooklyn
Decker.
Yeah. Good one.
Yep, good one.
Good one of those.
Good one.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple things I want to say about Roddick. I didn't really appreciate him until it was too late. I never really felt too much sympathy for the man. The whole "you're from the United States, I got to root for you" at that time never really, resonated with me. I like who I like. Obviously Nadal, he's from Spain. I appreciate that more now. Like, people hate on Serena a lot, but hey, she's fucking from the United States. I'm gonna root for her every time. Because it's been a while since the United States had like a big a hope to live off of. Roddick was the best thing we had for a while. So I appreciate
the
him.
last one in 2003.
Yeah. What?
Well, there's a lot more women, United States women, dominating than the men. But
internationally, we don't do very well in many sports. Like female soccer, I think we get close. Did we win any?
I think we just won one.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, because that was the equal pay stuff.
Yes.
But with Roddick, I appreciated him a little bit too late. But I remember Andy Murray was coming up at the time. And man, I hate that dude. And I don't like saying I hate the dude because the dude's been through a lot of stuff, and he had to retire because of injury. But like Andy Murray would throw temper tantrums on the court, and Roddick would be like, he would just troll him the whole time. Like, yo, you mad, bro? You mad? And I think a lot of my hate came from the one time Murray actually beat him at a United States Open, and I'm like, don't lose to him. Roddick ended up losing. It was almost like a torch passing in a way, but Roddick was just so pissed off about it. Like his temper started catching on me. I really liked it. It's funny though, because when Murray does it, it's like, shut up. I don't know. He's from Britland.
He's Scottish.
He's Scottish. Yeah, so I was like, shut up, you wanker. But then, like Andy Roddick does, it's like, yeah, man, get him. Yeah, tell him who's boss.
Yeah, Roddick is famous for being really annoyed at post-match interviews. Like, people would ask him questions, and he'd be like,
oh, what did you think?
yeah. Were you there?
Yeah. Did you see what happened? Yeah, I sucked. But his honesty was another one of the things. But his serve, I loved his serve. His serving motion was completely like janky and it made no sense. There was pauses.
It was like a slingshot, or what do you call
cheetah? Like you get your back wound up and then you're like, you ever watch what the hell was it? Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Like, or was it Angels in the Outfield? I don't know. When the kid broke his arm and he was
Rookie of the Year.
Like that's what he was doing.
Like a rubber band snap.
Yeah.
Like he did.
Winding back, like that sound the kid's shoulder made.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
Like that's what Roddick's spine would do.
Yeah.
And then his arm comes around so quickly, before you knew it, you're aced, and you're like, "What the just happened?"
So here's one more fun story.
Sure.
Roddick was playing Sampras once, and that was another time. Like Sampras was near the end of his career, and Roddick was just coming up, and had such a fast serve. And Sampras was older, but still one of the greatest players ever. And Roddick served the ball, and Sampras didn't move until it hit him in the chest. Like it just bam, hit him in the chest, and he still just like couldn't do anything with it.
I had a tennis match today. I almost domed a woman right in the head with my serve. It was in first, and then bounced up so high, it almost got her in her eye. She went like this, like Matrix.
Get out of the way.
She got out of the way. She didn't even touch it. So it technically was an ace, but it was like a body serve. Real impressive. For me, not her.
Real quick, what's that song? I'm trying to find the song for the ending here. What's the song that goes, ooh,
Rebel? Rebel just for kicks?
Yeah.
Just for the kicks.
Just for kicks.
That's not the name of the song.
Oh, well, Google Rebel for kicks, and then you'll probably get the title.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yes.
So we said all we had about Roddick.
Yeah.
I miss you. Come back if you're listening. Don't do that. You'll embarrass yourself. My guy is the reason I am so into sports. He was like the first player that I ever actually like really connected with, and straight up just admired. It was probably my first real sports hero. We'll say that. Besides any kind of wrestler or anything like that. You would talk about old guys like Nolan Ryan.
Yes.
This dude was in the league for a very long time for a football player.
Mm-hmm.
20 years.
Jesus.
Made 2 Super Bowls, won 1.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the 2 things he's most famous for are throwing a lot of interceptions and showing his dick to someone that didn't want to see it.
And retiring, unretiring, retiring, and then unretiring.
Which I still say to this day, hey, sometimes you don't appreciate what you got until it's gone. It probably explains, like, you're an athlete. You train for this your entire life. And then you're just like, yeah, I think I'm comfortable leaving. And then you're sitting at home all day. You're like, I missed the game. Whatever. I don't blame him for that. But, yeah, he started in Green Bay. Actually, he did not start in Green Bay.
Atlanta.
He started in Atlanta. Good for you. She knows what I'm talking about. Then went to Green Bay. Won a Super Bowl for Green Bay.
Retired.
Wanted to come back to Green Bay. They wouldn't let him. He went to the Jets. Then he said, fuck that. Jets are stupid. Went to the Vikings.
Vikings, yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre. Introduced when drafted as Brett Favre.
Favre.
Favre, thank you. But, yeah, he was 3-time consecutive MVP. 3 years in a row. I think it was like the first time that had ever happened. Maybe it's the only time. I'm not sure. But yeah, Super Bowl champ. He had the touchdown record for a while. Basically every passing record you could have. Absolute gunslinger. Didn't care. Well, that dude's triple covered. Fuck it. Touchdown. What?
Or interception. Interception, run back for a touchdown.
Whatever.
Either
it doesn't
way.
matter. We'll get a touchdown. He did probably could have afforded some, some of that intelligence in postseasons.
Yes.
Where, like throwing a pick through the middle probably wasn't the smartest idea in the world.
More smart.
Then again, if Adrian
Okay.
Peterson didn't fumble 5 times, it would have been the Vikings in the Super Bowl and not the Saints. Fuck the Saints. Actually, when we talk about how much I hate the Saints, it's not because I'm an Atlanta fan. It's because they tried to kill the man on the field. They tried to kill probably the second greatest grandpa that's ever lived on the field. And you know what he did? Never complained a goddamn time. He just got back up and did it because that's football. It's not none of that pussy ass shit. Get some dick tugging poop on the field. Your wife has baby on the field. Real man shit, okay?
She had a baby on the field.
Hey,
she gave birth on the field.
I digress. Brett Favre is a man. He's a man, all right?
He's a man.
And
You're not wrong. He is a man.
The Bounty
Gets up
Gate
and
stuff.
puts on his big boy Wranglers.
He does, yeah. Yeah, he plays scrimmage matches in the rainy mud.
Yeah.
You know?
The Silver Fox.
Yes, he's Silver Fox, yeah, absolutely. Man.
Does
Shoot.
things like dang nabbit and doggone it.
He was the last of a dying breed. Mahomes, I think, is bringing that back a little bit. His arm is Brett Favre-like, the things that he can do. Brett Favre, do you know what his first thing was? His first pass in the NFL was an interception return for a touchdown.
No.
And then they benched him, and then they traded his ass. So, yeah, I don't know. It was just with him. It's just like he never gave up. He really had.
Even when he should have.
No, that's not true. Could you say that? But he was on the Vikings. One of his last years, he almost made it to a Super Bowl. He had one of the greatest years anyone's ever had, and they probably could have made it to the Super Bowl if Adrian Peterson didn't fumble the ball 5 goddamn times.
God damn it.
But all we remember is Brett Favre throwing an interception. Oh my god. But yeah, Brett Favre is my boy, and I'll defend the man till I die.
Okay, so that was our top 5.
You know who the number 1 grandpa was?
In the NFL?
No, just in general.
Sports?
No.
Abe Lincoln?
Yeah. Goes Lincoln, Favre, my own.
Number 5, top 5 all-time athletes, the GOATs of all time, our favorites of all time. Any other honorable mentions you guys got?
There was a ton. I wanted to put Shaq on my list. Couldn't. Shaq was just a force.
Yes.
Just it was stupid. It just treated every person that like, oh, you want to come down on me in the paint? Like that's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna poop on you. Like, whatever. I don't know. There's so many good athletes. It's tough to say.
John McEnroe. That's my honorable mention.
It was fine. I could see him being annoying. I like him much better as a commentator than a player.
Watch.
But yeah, I probably could add more tennis people on. You know, Kobe obviously belongs on that list.
Yes, of course.
Jordan, he'd belong on it too.
So we got last call cast coming up.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what we have coming up for you.
Let's talk about that sweet Jason Momoa commercial. I really want to talk about that. Why I hate this album, clip of the week. Someone in this room owns Bitcoin. Also, we're going to talk about our mine and Damien's foray into the stocks. And who's Jenna Fisher? Is that
Pam. Pam.
Well, she hasn't seen Star Wars,
Burger
Lord of the
and
Rings,
cheese.
or God,
And
or
fries.
Game of Thrones. We got some Would You Rathers. So, hey, all this more. Last call cast. Come join us. Crack a beer.
Yes.
Stay a while.
Yes. Yeah, so can I say something? Can I say something? I've been Damien.
I've been Dion.
Love you.
Love you.
Last call cast. I'm Damien.
Cheers. I'm Dion.
Hey, Gary.
What are you drinking over
We're
there?
bartenders for tonight. I'm drinking Sam Adams Cherry Wheat, left over from our rockin' Super Bowl party. Thanks, Chris. Damien's drinking some Namaste White, Belgian style Wittebeer. I think we said that last time too. I was Wittebeer. Dogfish Head. That's all you need to know. Carrie's still highballing.
I love falling in the high low.
I really don't know what she's trying to forget.
Do you have a medical degree? Because you're nursing that drink.
Got her. I think she's trying to forget that I recently joined the stock market.
What?
Yeah.
It's over 9,000.
$9,000 in losses. Yes, sir. This app, Investor. Now, it was funny because we were laying in bed last night, and I was like, hey.
I'm like not totally awake. I'm dozing.
Yeah, she's trying to fall asleep. I was like, hey, check this out. And I was like, she's like, what am I looking at? I'm like, I lost $1,000. She was like, well, happens.
Shit happens.
Shit happens. What happens? Shit. And I was like, wow, you're taking this a lot better than I thought you would. And she's like, well, I mean, how much did you make? I'm like, no, this is my first day. I lost $1,000. She's like, what?
I thought he was talking about like his 401k investments that have been going on for years. It's like, so 1,000 is not much compared to what you would have built up. But then he's like,
401k ain't going down.
No, stocks. I'm like, what's that now?
So if my 401k keeps increasing this way, I know who I'm voting for in the polls. But I was like, yeah, and she's like, and she just kept getting madder because it was finally dawning on her. She's like, what is this? I'm like, it's stocks. She's like, yeah. You even know what you're doing? I'm like, I'm picking up as I go. And it's like, I lost $1,000. And I eventually had to point out an investor. It's kind of like fantasy investing.
You didn't point any of it out.
Well, I did later.
I eventually just got annoyed and rolled over and was like, stop talking.
And then I pointed it out to you after you were annoyed.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I was saying this is imaginary money. I did tell you that. I don't know if you just went to sleep angry. You're not supposed to do that as a married couple.
No, that's true.
But Investor, the app, it's like fantasy football stocks. It's interesting. Yeah. You can actually compete in leagues. Like, oh, my stock's doing better than yours. You get experience points for like researching topics and stuff like that. Okay. It's really neat. I got $1 million worth of fantasy stocks, and we'll get into what you got going on. But it's funny because it's like, oh yeah, 10% of $1 million. So if the market for like Tesla drops 0.2%, that's like $700. Now, it's easy to see how rich people get richer when they have $1 million to fucking bankroll into the stock market. Like, it really is a good investment if you have at least half an idea of what you're doing. You can just buy like stocks that I don't know, that are super consistent and probably Google. Still, yeah, Alphabet. That's one of those ones that, I mean, you gotta have a lot of money to buy some of that stuff, but I think their shares were like 1,200 or something. But yeah, that was my fun time, making Carrie think that we lost $1,000 out of nowhere. I really was. I was like, I'm really impressed with the way you're handling this, and she had no clue.
I don't like being messed with.
It was good for me.
The more at the end of it, I was just more annoyed that I didn't know what the hell was going on. Then you lost $1,000. I'm like, can you just tell me? Can you just tell me what the hell is going on right now and what you're doing with our money?
It's all my imaginary $1 million.
Okay.
But Damien did send me a link to Robinhood app. You probably heard of it on other podcasts that you listen to.
Yeah.
But I got a free stock from him. Yeah. It was a pharmaceutical one for $4. Thanks a lot.
How's the stock doing?
You told me it could be like Facebook or Google or something
Never
big.
Said it
but
could be big.
So wait, this is real now?
That stock, that is a real stock, yeah.
So
I am $5 richer, but Damien can continue this story.
So on Wednesday, a financial advisor came in and said, guys, so we're going to do 401k. What do you want to do? You want to invest in this, that, the other thing. You want to be conservative, buy some bonds. You want to be aggressive, you can buy some stocks. I said, oh yeah, stocks are a thing. I have some cash to burn. Let me see how stocks work. So I downloaded the Robinhood app because on Reddit, they're like, yeah, get Robinhood, throw a few bucks in some penny stocks, buy some bonds, buy some stocks, buy some Tesla stock. There's one called on the Cash app. They allow you to buy partial stocks. So right now, the stock for Tesla is $750 per stock. I don't want to put $750 in a stock. I want to put $10, $20 into a stock. So Cash app lets you put some money into a stock. I have a partial stock of part of a stock of Tesla.
Yep.
So as Tesla goes up and down by $750, we were talking the other day, and I was like, yeah, Tesla stock. I texted him at like 2, and I said it's 750. 10 minutes later, 700, 650. Yeah.
That's actually how I prefaced it with Carrie too. She's
Yeah.
like, "You lost $1,000." I'm like, "Yeah, Tesla really fucked me."
Like literally, if you look at Tesla stock, I'll pull up a Tesla stock here in a second. But I have Bitcoin pulled up right now, and I'll show you what Bitcoin is doing. So Bitcoin is now worth.
It's going down.
Say the number.
Yep.
No, up.
Well, it just went from 7 and now it's back to 6.
Say the number.
10,109. $10,109. 11.
11, 12. So it has been going up in the past
Wow.
one day.
Now, you know what I heard about Bitcoin?
Yes.
It's increasing in value because people are afraid of the coronavirus and they do not want to touch actual currency.
And that is the story of The Division, the video game. Division was about bacterial, what do you call that? A virus.
Yeah, okay.
A bacterial virus that transmitted.
Coronavirus, if you will.
Somebody put a virus onto currency, physical currency, so that's how they got it to transmit so quickly. Yeah. Yep. So I have Bitcoin. I have $40 of Bitcoin right now. So as that goes up, my $40 goes up as well.
241?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, every little bit, man.
Every little bit.
Imagine the people that started when Bitcoin was 1.
Yeah, they'd be probably very mad right now. So I have a bunch of money in the stock market right now. I have one share of AMD for $49.
AMD, yeah, that's one of the fake ones I had.
Oh, you did? Yeah. So I have a Microsoft share. I have 100 shares of a medical marijuana company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a penny stock. They call it a penny stock because it's
a lot of celebrities getting into that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Who did it the other day? Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
And somebody else, I was like, what? You doing? Oh, your guy, Ryan Reynolds, starting a. He started a mobile phone company, I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you know he got married on a plantation?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Ryan Reynolds married. What's her name?
Blake Lively.
Blake Lively on a plantation. My nigga.
Brutal. Man, real quick, if any of you guys were listening to the podcast that came before, can I say something? When I was talking about Muhammad Ali, that video that I was playing with all that trash talk, they were throwing the N-word around a lot on national television back then. There was no FCC involved there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess is he saying the N-word or is white people saying the N-word?
He would say it, but yeah, they were saying it to him too.
Yeah. Did you ever see that clip?
Because there was like one guy who was like, oh, he said something that sounded like it. And he's like, did you just call me? And he's like, no, I said this. And he was like, why?
Yeah. Did you see that clip? Well, two things I have in mind right now. The one about the woman who was talking about Kobe and she combined Knicks and Lakers.
Unfortunate.
No, Carrie didn't see that clip.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we speculate she did, and that's what she swears she did.
Yeah. And the other thing was the Booker T was doing a promo.
Yeah, we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, yeah.
Yeesh.
Which is also funny because Hulk Hogan later had a racist tirade.
He did.
Not actually too long ago.
Yeah. So I bought Snapchat. Snapchat is up $1.
Snapchat's one of my fake ones.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I own 3 shares of GE.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll have to talk about the other ones. I'll give you some. I don't know. I was messing around with it a lot. Like most of it's just like, oh, that icon. You click it and you're like, But
yeah, it's very easy to buy a stock because what Robinhood does is, as I was telling Carrie before, as opposed to something like E-Trade, which is like been around for 10, 15, 20 years. Robinhood is for the millennials, it's for the younger generation. So instead of being like, hey, man, instead of being like some old fogey with being like, hey, you should be careful with your money. Fuck that. You want $200 of fucking money right now? You got $200 in your account. Bam, you got $200, motherfucker. You want to spend $200 on Tesla and some Bitcoin? Go ahead. Right now, this second.
Yeah. I was reading some comments about that kind of thing, though. Like a lot of people, the hate on Robinhood app. It was because it is limited in some features. I mean, it's a very like entry level kind of thing.
Yeah, it is. That's the point.
But like all the big time brokers and the people that are like playing for like on the E-Trade stuff and whatever, they're like, yeah, fine, whatever. You rookies go play with that thing. Meanwhile, I'll be buying this on my yacht. Yeah. I've seen some screenshots of the money people made. You must have seen that Reddit post. Yeah. I feel like this is 100% why you started doing this.
Yes.
Where that what was his name? I can't remember the user's name, but
yeah,
it was Tesla. He had Bitcoin or something like that, which is the same exact thing you had said to us.
Yeah.
But he had gained from going from $5,000 to like $250,000 in a week or something. Like crazy like that. No, 3 months. It wasn't a week. That was
but it's possible.
I forget what his name was, but he had this whole Reddit post about it.
Yeah, they're called lost porn.
Huh?
Lost porn.
Lost porn?
Like loss. LOSS.
LOS?
LOSS porn. Loss. You show your losses.
Oh. Except this was gain porn.
Gain porn, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so what do you think about all that?
What?
Am I a moron? Am I dumb for putting my money into the
just be starting out with it.
And Teslas?
I will say I'm not 100 that it's for me.
Yeah.
Because fantasy football, for example, I need to trade people. I can't, like, when I hold a player and I read things that said, you might have to wait a couple weeks before this guy actually reaches his full potential. Fuck that. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
All right. And I feel like if I was to get in the real stuff, I'm the guy in my fantasy leagues that has to make a trade like this.
Yeah.
And I miss out. Sometimes I hit, a lot of times I miss. Turns out I should have held that guy for an extra week or something. Or I shouldn't have made the trade that I did. I feel like that's going to be the same way with stocks.
Yeah.
It's a very, I won't say dangerous. Sometimes I feel like I'm too informed, and that can backfire.
Yeah.
I can do as much research as I want, and something's still going to go not the way I expect it to.
Right.
So I'm still trying to, that's why I'm doing this fantasy thing, to try to see if, it works out for me, but it's possible that it doesn't. And I don't have the patience for long-term holds. Think about it.
No.
Everything is within a touch of a screen right in front of you.
That's pretty
I'm going to
bad.
be looking at that. You were saying you were doing this, weren't you?
I was doing this.
You look at that thing like, I'm bored. Oh, let's see what my stocks are doing.
Yeah.
And then you don't realize, but you did it 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's just not performing. Well, you
Get
know
rid
what?
of it.
People didn't know their stock wasn't performing until the next day when
Yeah.
they looked at the newspaper.
Yeah. Used to, but now you know.
Now you know.
Every minute.
Now
'cause
you know.
There's a lot of, you go onto like Google and be like, what's a good penny stock? And you go onto the stock that they talk about, and it's like, oh yeah, yesterday it gained twice as much of its value. And you're like, well, shit, yesterday would have been great to know that.
Yeah.
There has to be, like I was texting you, there has to be people on the inside that know that this penny stock went from 25 cents to 50 cents. So if you have 1,000 of those shares, you just made $1,000.
Yeah.
You know? So this one I have called Organics. It's a medical marijuana company. It went up from, on February 4th, it was 44 cents. Right now it's 60 cents. So I'm going to hold on to that for a while. But like yesterday, it went up, 10 cents, whatever. But I had one on here that was like literally a straight line up from one day to the next.
But then you're actually going through that graph, and that's only like 1 cent. It depends on the I don't know. You have to pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
If you want to really get involved with that.
So I have a graph here pulled up of Twitch followers from 2014 to 2019. I'm just going to show you from.
I tried to see if Twitch was a stock you could get.
That'd be nice. So let's see. What time are we talking? 2018, January 23rd, 2018. Ninja is going to come on the scene, and I just want to show you for context how much their businesses are changing. So we're at July 2017, right? You got some movers and shakers. Some things are moving around slowly, right? Showing them both the graphs. It's a bar graph, so you got little bit of changes here and there. And I'm going to fast forward to beginning of 2018 when Ninja comes on the scene. And it should be, okay, it's right there. It's insane how just blows everyone out of the water. Watch this. So if you're wondering what we're watching, look up Twitch followers 2014 to 2019. He blows everyone out of the water. I think he eventually ends up with like 20 million followers. You see it yet? Yeah. It's, you know, they haven't got to the point yet where it's like blowing. It's like, from. Just not even close.
Where's Doc at?
Doc is
not listed.
No, he's down there. He's like number 8. Like if you can see. But it's not even close. Look at Ninjas versus everyone else. Just so far out ahead.
Yep.
It's insane. So yeah.
And then he left.
And he left for Mixer, which people are speculating now. I think a quote unquote official report came out that he made like $30 million off of that deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Doc was pooping on that.
Yeah.
Not that long ago, saying that it was not anywhere close to those numbers.
I would have taken $30 million to get off Twitch, to be like, I can do whatever I want. Fucking people with their schedules these days. Oh my God. I was watching Tim the other day. I think he went to the Super Bowl, and he was like, yeah, I'm not going to be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm going to go to the Super Bowl Sunday. I'm taking a day off Monday. Fuck off, bro. Like,
I subscribe to you. You owe me.
It's just insane though. He was talking like, I feel like it was a Tuesday, and he took off Monday for whatever reason. He was like traveling. He's like, I want to see my family. I want to see my family down in Florida. I want to see my family. Like, what are you, Vin Diesel? Fuck your family.
That's tough, man. You become a celebrity, and
yeah,
you're a little obligated, but
yeah. So we're gonna watch. Did you see?
Hold up, I read an article talking about the need for people that watch streamers, why they feel compelled to donate and stuff like that. And a lot of it seemed like I forget what the guy who it was, but some dude donated $100 and was like, "Oh man, I like what you do," blah blah blah, and then hit him up in an email like a month later and said, "Hey, you know what? I got some hard times right now. I need that $100 back." And the dude did it. And then as soon as he had done that, he went and disabled his donations because he didn't want to experience something like that again.
Yeah.
And while a lot of it is just like, you know, if you keep a level head about it, like, hey, you know what? I like what you do, whatever. I donate to you because you provide me entertainment. Like, I could spend this on TV, but you're all I need kind of thing. That makes sense. Some people, though, straight up exploiting in a way, like that. You know how when you donate to something, it's like your name pops up on the screen and says, "Hey, so and so just donated for a month," blah blah blah, or like, or you get to put like a little verbal thing on there.
Yes.
Some people get addicted to that shit.
Yes.
Because you become part of the stream in a way, or the flashy lights. Like, think about it like a casino, like the slot machines. They put so many lights on that thing to draw you to it.
So, talking about that.
What'd you do?
Last night, I donated maybe 4 or 5 times, and they instead of like, "Hey, thanks for that donation," I was like, I saw an album cover, some rap guy's album cover, and it looked like a streamer. It looked like Train. Do you know Train?
Yeah.
So I said, "This guy looks like Train. I'm gonna donate to this. I'm gonna donate to somebody that knows Train. Do you know Greek?" I donated to Greek, and Greek knows Train. I donated to Greek, and he's like, Mate, he's an English guy, so he's like, "Mate, this doesn't look like Greek at all. What are you talking about, mate? This guy don't look like Greek at all." And just throws on the screen for a second, throws it away. And it's like, all right, cool, whatever.
You do nothing.
And then I donated to Daff, this lady streamer. She's not a thought. She's a very nice lady. And I was like, this person looks like Train. And she's like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Get the fuck out of here. I was like,
damn.
And then I donated. She was like, "Do you want your $4 back?" That was bullshit. Get out of here. And I was like, "No, I don't want my $4 back." And I said, "Joke's on you. People being rude to me is my fetish. So fuck you."
You got it.
Yeah.
No, like there was something about that. Like Tyler won.
Yeah.
He someone donated $100 to him.
That dude was ripped.
Yeah, but then he said something stupid. He got $100 from this dude. He's like,
"You're an idiot."
It didn't say anything, and then like he probably put up something like, "Oh, you missed my dono." He's like, "No, I didn't miss your dono. I saw you donated me $100. Like, imagine being that guy that donates someone $100 and expects something. You know, kind of that kind of thing. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Tyler calls him an idiot.
These dude pays your salary. Like, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you don't owe him anything, but at the same time, you gotta like, no matter what it is, it's a donation.
$100 at $100.
I don't know.
So, like I said before, the Oscar Las Vegas odds came out, and 1917 is the front runner to win Best Picture. Do you
Carrie,
guys?
you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you guys didn't know Carrie was still here.
Yeah, exactly. Like 20 minutes.
Are we talking?
You got your power nap. We talked about the Twitch stuff.
Do you want to? I'm going to let you guys make movements, some adjustments before the Oscars tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Oscars are tomorrow night. Do you guys want to make any adjustments before then?
Oh, man, adjustments. I could just go on Google favorites. But, hey, why don't you remind me what I picked?
So, Best Picture.
I think I have Once Upon a Time sweeping.
Once Upon a Time for Best Picture. You
Leo.
have Quentin Tarantino as director.
I have Leo as actor.
You have Leo as actor.
Yeah, Brad Pitt definitely as supporting.
I'm trying to find it here. Yeah. You have. Yeah, you're the only one with Leo as actor. Aldo, Carrie, and Damien and Lynn have Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Okay. So no movements at all.
Nope, no
Screenplay?
movements.
So
YOLO.
Knives Out won Best Screenplay. The what do you call it? The producers, the directors, and the Screen Actors Guild awards were the past few weeks. They have all these awards for the build-ups to the Oscars. They have the BAFTAs, basically the British version of the Oscars took place last week, and 1917 swept for Best Picture and Director. So that's where those Vegas odds came from.
Can you tell me who my best actress is?
Your best actress is actress in a leading role. You have Saoirse Ronan.
What did she do?
She was in Little Women, which you haven't seen yet. It's on.
Is Renee Zellweger available?
Yeah.
Pick her.
Okay. That was my choice. Carrie, any choices? Any swaps? Soupy swaps?
Nah.
Okay.
I picked
I already did
Schnogen for the meme, but
I switched some a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Oh, you switched
After
some?
I saw Joker and 1917, I made some switches.
Okay.
Okay.
Make sure you extend this to Lynn and Aldo, because
You want me to swap there?
well, I'm just saying, if we're allowed to switch. Wasn't there like $1 on this or something?
There's $1 on everything, yeah. So
Fair.
Fair.
Gotta give him a fair shake, you know?
Yeah, I forgot.
So does that mean we need to come with a bunch of dollar bills next week, or are we just keeping track?
You don't come with a bunch of dollar bills anyways? I'm always prepared to make it rain.
You can
No, you're not. You have $0 in your wallet right now.
Wow.
Well, he actually has
exposed.
He has negative 1,000 in his phone.
No.
You can just
I can just.
You can just Venmo me. Yeah.
Can Venmo $1?
Yeah. How are we gonna keep track? Though?
Cash App. Well, it'll be tomorrow. So I'll start up a text chain with all of us. You're gonna be watching, right?
Huh?
You're gonna be watching the Oscars tomorrow night.
What time does it start?
What time?
8:30.
Probably not.
Nope.
Okay.
I gotta work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we're tomorrow.
Monday
morning.
Monday morning.
Okay. Well, I will be watching.
That just kind of answered the question that I was creating in my head. I'm like, why don't we have a podcast on Sundays? Because think about it, we could have covered the Super Bowl live. We could have covered the Oscars live. But then it's like, oh, yeah, I work Monday morning. That's why we don't do that.
Yeah. I have a Cash App as well. You can when I win the whole thing, you can Cash App me your dollar bills.
Cash App.
Cash App.
Does only one person win money?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, I thought it was like.
Oh, yeah, because whoever has the most.
I thought it was by category.
Whoever has the most.
Yeah. You lose $1.
You did say that.
You don't win any category. If you win the category, you just keep your dollar. Your dollar doesn't go anywhere. If you lose, you only put in money into the pool if you lose the category. So you have, let's say you have Carrie has Scarlett Johansson for actress in the leading role. Let's say it goes to Saoirse Ronan, then you lost $1. Your dollar goes in the pool. At the very
okay.
At
So
the
there's
very,
only one winner.
Only one winner.
You could hedge your bets super hard and just like bet something that everybody picks. So you're going to get answers right eventually.
When everybody else does too.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you change any of your answers?
No, I'm gonna ask. Although if he wants to change, I might change it to 1917.
Well, I mean, if they're not down with it, then
okay,
you can change mine back to Sharon.
Okay, we have some would you rather's, some pretty good ones, I think.
Let's have Carrie read it.
Okay. I shall.
I like your voice. You did a great ad read.
Oh,
Carrie did an
thanks.
ad read.
I did.
Okay.
Where's that
I
go?
like to read out loud.
Where's what
I don't
go?
know if you know that.
the ad read
that
go.
about me.
Do you put it in this podcast?
Yeah.
Or you
yeah.
put it in someone else's?
It's recorded, and I will upload it to Anchor, and they will put it at the beginning probably.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
You know.
So if we listen to the podcast, we'll be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Ah, my shining moment. All right. Would you rather take $50,000 or your best friend gets $500,000?
Best friend gets 500,000.
Easy, right?
Super easy.
Wait. Doesn't count, but with spouses.
Counts.
It does not count.
He's my best friend.
Your spouse. You're
my best friend.
You're a business.
You're making me
You're both in the same
live.
business. You're both in the same corporation.
I still stand by that.
I do too.
Shit.
What's the matter? You want to give me any money? Well, it's a good thing you're not my best friend. And
What's
I
your-
already have it on good arrangement. There, and when Aaron plays the lottery,
Yeah.
he'll hook me up with some money. So yeah, 500,000. Yeah, absolutely. It goes to Aaron, and then he'll give me some money from it. It'll be more than 50 grand.
Yeah, same.
I'm taking the 50.
Taking the 50.
Wow.
Hey,
50.
I make guaranteed money. You know, some people do that.
Yeah. Okay, are you going with Dion, I guess?
Yeah.
I guess.
I would do it. Yeah. I
What
would.
you thought we were all
So much
selfish
more
over here?
generous. Yeah.
I'm trusting that my friends would like to share.
Aldo, right in. Who would you pick? Would you pick?
I'll be like, fuck y'all. I'm going with 50,000.
Yeah.
No.
All right, next one.
Would you rather run 100 miles per hour or fly 10 miles per hour?
Would you rather be able to?
Run what?
Run 100 miles per hour or fly 10 miles per hour?
If you're running 100 miles an hour, you have to be very careful.
I pick flying.
Yeah, you don't want to be that dude, Kansas City. Turned right around, ran into that fire hydrant or pole or whatever the hell it was. Super Bowl celebration. Just turns
Oh.
around, jacks himself on this thing. Ugh, Mahomes actually tweeted about it. Is that dude okay?
Flying at 10 miles an hour. I mean,
Give me the fly, man.
But-
Fly 10 miles an hour.
depends what
That'd be awesome.
What can you do? Can you do anything while flying?
You
Or
gotta
you
imagine how
get
fast you think you
places.
ride a bicycle.
But how much energy you're expending is my problem. Like, can you take a nap while flying? Can you text while flying?
You can't take a nap while flying.
Can you text while
That's
flying?
just dangerous.
What do you like? What if you're running? You're gonna get tired eventually, right?
Mhm.
I can't run very far for 100 miles an hour.
I assume it was endless endurance.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe.
But if you can fly for endless amounts of time, then there's no right because there is no.
Yeah, that's a good question. Running 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
It's very
it really
dangerous.
is. I feel like you catch something or it starts hailing, you start ripping skin off.
Yeah, the hail, the bugs, the
I'm going to
trees.
fly.
Me
I'm gonna
too.
fly.
Fly. Okay.
Fly for the win.
Yep.
Would you rather be the funniest person in the world, but you speak very quietly, or every time you're sarcastic, no one believes you?
Real quick, I just want to go back to the running at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I say this because I've rode a motorcycle before, and I've hit, you know those big-ass June bug things?
Yeah.
I got hit in the chest with one. I feel like I got shot. So, yeah, definitely flying. I just want to say. So, say that one again.
Would you rather be the funniest person in the world, but you speak very quietly, or every time you're sarcastic, no one believes you?
I'm going to be the funniest dude in the room and speak quietly because people will listen.
That's exactly what I was thinking. People, when you speak quietly, people really focus more and listen better.
And probably they think
Sure.
you're doing a funny voice.
And the more people laugh, the more other people are going to come over and be like, what? What's so funny?
You're the one where I put those on the thing. You're this fucking dude. Who invited this man? Got a fucking George Carlin over here.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I like him up.
Like my boo?
I think it would be annoying for to be sarcastic and no one believes you. That would just be a super
I feel like
annoying
I'm
thing.
already that.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that be sarcastic and everyone believes you. That's would be more. That'd be super frustrating.
Yes. Well, I got one more sort of. Would you rather have Chinese food or Mexican food for the rest of your life?
Chinese.
Chinese.
Carrie gets pissed at me because I say we should have Chinese food every Friday. She's like, we just had it last Friday. I'm like, that was a week ago.
Which one has more variation, though?
Chinese.
You have so much Mexican food. There's tamales. There's fajitas.
They're all the same
there's
thing.
Burritos. It could, Taco Bell. I'm saying authentic Mexican food is very varied.
Chimichanga. It's wrapped in a burrito and deep fried.
Chimichanga.
What would we get? Chalupa. What is chalupa? What is a chalupa?
I don't know.
Enchilada. Those are like burritos.
Okay.
They're deep fried. All right, like everything. It really just depends what's slathered on top. Do you got the mole sauce? Huh?
Guacamole.
You got guacamole. Yeah, it's the Mexican stuff isn't so much about the presentation. It's probably more about the spices and well, actually a little bit more about the presentation. I meant to say it's got like all the. I'm gonna dump an entire jar of salsa and guacamole and sour cream on your shit. You know.
You can have
authentic Mexican cheeses.
Yeah. What is it? What's an authentic Mexican cheese? There is that right? There's I forgot the name of it.
I think Chinese food has a little bit more variety in it. I'm not saying a whole lot more.
Then again, the question is, are we talking about authentic Chinese food or American Chinese food?
Yeah, if it's authentic, then I'll probably go Mexican because I don't feel like eating dog. But
okay, racist.
It's not racist. They literally do this.
No, I'm not going to say that, but I will say that I tried tripe in Chinatown once, and it was weird.
Tastes like beef ramen noodles. Do you know what tripe is, Damien?
It's a fish.
Nope.
No.
Worse.
What's fish? What's tripe?
It's the lining of a cow's stomach.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
It's not.
It's fine.
It's really not.
So, but it's the lining. So on one side it's smooth, and on one side it's got all the little
texture, and rough, and
I've had that.
disgusting.
What do you call those?
Yeah, ridges. Yeah, the wrinkles.
It's like chewing a rubber band.
Yeah,
and
I've had
like beef ramen.
Yeah, I've had beef tongue, beef ass, duck's blood. I've had. Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
Don't ever say that to me again. Get hit by a car after hearing that.
Duck is good.
You vampire? You duck vampire? Huh?
Yeah, duck is good, but duck blood?
Yeah,
what do you mean? Would that come in a drink?
It's gelatinous. It's a gelatinous cube of blood.
Like Jello. You got a Jello cube of duck blood.
Yes.
You just ate it.
Yes.
Is it like seasoned or?
I don't think so. I think it's
watered down.
It's like taking a Jello shot of blood.
Yeah.
Well then,
what brought this on? What was this?
I went to Taiwan. Taiwan has
outdoor
markets. You never seen that show, Bizarre Foods, with Zimmerman?
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, I've had crickets. I've had.
I'd eat a cricket before I eat duck blood.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff.
You get bird flu.
Have a Why I Hate This Album clip of the week. Here we go. No context.
Producer!
No context. You're just going to take it.
Of course, it's fine. You can hate a song where a man proudly talks about how he's gonna bang or has banged or will bang again 13 to 16-year-old.
That's not the part I like. I like the song. I don't like the topic.
That's very intrinsic to the song, you monster.
Maybe for you. Tim, do you hate this song?
Of course I do, because I'm not a monster.
Just pandering to the liberals.
That's right, Garrett. I'm pandering to those non-child fuckers.
To be super clear, I don't think there's anything funny about molesting children. I want to say that, so I'm real clear. But if I'd had an intimate experience with Mandy Moore at the age of 15, it wouldn't have been the worst thing. Maybe we didn't go all the way. Third base. Tim, third base. Me and Mandy, third base. Is that... I'll even give you second base. Is that above the clothes?
I don't know what second base is. I think that's...
Shortstop. What if I'm stuck between second and third and they're running me down?
That's a premature ejaculation.
No, one of those then. I'm 15.
Poor Garrett.
Poor Mandy. I don't know what to do. I think you're pandering to the listeners. I don't think.
There we go. clip of the week.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
Who was that about?
So they
Mandy
were
Moore, but who's banging Mandy Moore apparently?
They were hypothesizing that. So he was talking about
R. Kelly.
No,
close.
One of them was trying to make the case that a young 15-year-old with a 30-year-old woman is better than a 15-year-old girl with a 30-year-old man.
They should just not even approach that.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing.
The reason they brought this up was the Rolling Stones had a song called Stray Cat Blues. They did the prep-isode, the peep-isode. And apparently there's lyrics in this song referencing having relations with a 14-year-old.
Jagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
How old was he?
30.
30 probably.
No, Jag. I was reading something. Maybe that's what it's related to, but a lot of people. Bowie was one.
Yeah. Iggy Pop. They're talking about
Iggy Pop. Yeah.
On the No Dogs in Space podcast.
What?
All of them really.
Yeah. Really.
Bowie.
Like groupies. I mean, they weren't sitting there asking for IDs or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was lots.
I mean,
like that.
I want to talk about like who's better in terms of
Steven Tyler.
Yeah,
I think he did.
Oh,
too.
his daughter. They put his daughter in those videos, right?
Yes.
What's her name? Liv Tyler.
Like the Aerosmith one.
Yes.
Or the Armageddon one.
I'm crying for you. Yeah.
I'm crying.
Yeah. Yeah, that song.
What do you mean? Like he put his daughter in it though?
He put his daughter in the music video.
Was she getting like?
She got scantily. She was stripping. She was stripping. Yes.
Oh.
The videos.
Oh, never seen
She
it.
was
I guess I've
doing
never seen it.
something provocative.
Yes.
Okay.
Gets the people going.
The
can't
only Aerosmith music video I ever seen was the one I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, and it had the thing where she was like down the screen with like Ben Affleck. Spoiler, wasn't coming home.
Wrong. Ben Affleck came home.
Well,
Bruce
when
Willis.
she got the message.
Oh, was it?
No, you're right. It was Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
He wasn't coming home.
Yeah.
Either way, she was like ecstatic.
Yeah.
She was
Or maybe
dressed
it
in
was
full
when
appropriate gear.
The others, remember when Ben Affleck's shuttle like went down and they had no contact from him for a long time?
Oh yeah.
No, that was just that suspenseful moment where she's like looking around like the floor and everyone's like yeah.
Underrated. Armageddon.
Appropriate rating. It was really huge. I don't know what you're saying.
was huge.
Underrated.
Underrated as far
Maybe
as
it doesn't hold up.
People think about you say Armageddon, they're like, oh, terrible movie. No, pretty good movie actually.
I don't know if I ever found it. Did you think it was terrible?
No.
I didn't think it was terrible.
I mean, I
Okay.
was a teenager though. Like Ben Affleck with his animal crackers.
Oh my god! that
Getting
scene.
to the mountains.
I remember it kind of like you either liked Armageddon or you like Deep Impact.
Yes.
You know?
And you'll like Volcano or you'll like Dante's Peak.
Yeah, exactly. There was always one that was like the rival, and I felt like everybody loved Armageddon. You say underrated, we'll say Deep Impact.
Yes.
Deep Impact was underrated.
Sure. What about Volcano versus Dante's Peak?
I mean, Volcano was underrated.
Yes.
To
Great
Dante's
movie.
Peak. Yeah.
Remember the scene in the tunnel with the subway where the guy has the guy on his back and he jumps into the lava, throws the guy, and then melts into the lava? Remember that?
I don't think I do.
Yeah. It's fucked
Good
up.
for him,
It's
man.
fucked up.
Hero.
I didn't watch those two.
Okay.
I did watch Deep Impact and Armageddon though.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
I've-
liked Armageddon more as a teenager or whatever, however old I was when I
Armageddon was
watched
better.
them. But
We're almost done.
Deep Impact was more
Oh.
terrifying to me. But that was the one where there was like the asteroid hit the water and they had to like go
Yes.
inland, and it was like half
Yes.
the world's population was going to be wiped out because they were coastal or
Yeah.
right.
Yes. Yes. Deep Impact, actually, the asteroid hit. Yeah, Armageddon, I believe the asteroid
Yeah.
was destroyed.
Yeah. So yeah, Deep Impact was scarier to me. Like
Yeah.
everybody in the world trying to get to the middle of the country at once and sitting in traffic and not
Oh,
being
yeah.
able to escape this
Yeah.
gigantic tidal wave that's coming for you.
The one, what was it? The Day After Tomorrow was the one about the
snowstorm, the
ice-
weather shift.
The ice
Yeah.
came through and everyone's trying to get to Mexico. I think.
I don't remember that one, but
That was with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Were they trying to get to Mexico? I thought they were
Yeah.
just trying to like stay not frozen.
Yeah.
Like in the eye of the storm or whatever.
There was that great. I'll put it in quotation marks.
The what?
The great moment in Day After Tomorrow where the deep freeze is coming through the library.
Oh, you
And
say
it's-
you great in quotations.
Great.
I say dumb as shit.
The deep freeze is following them through a library corridor, and he has to get through some room and shut the door before the deep freeze can get to him.
Let's not even forget the fact that he's also running through the same corridor that's being frosted over. You can't imagine. It's not climbing the walls. It's the atmosphere. He should be frozen.
Yeah. Yes.
No. Fuck Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't think I saw that one.
Jake Gyllenhaal, highly underrated actor. I saw him,
Highly overrated.
highly underrated. I saw him
Overrated.
in Okja. I have to get to my movies. I forgot the fucking movies. I'm about to end this podcast without even talking about my movies of the week.
End this podcast. We got 19 minutes.
2020 movies watch this week. Jesus.
Cheez-Its.
Producer. Okay, guys.
Boris in front of you. It's hard to be host and producer. I'm telling you, you should just let me take control of Last Callcast.
Sure. So, how many movies we
I
got?
use it
have
as
more
practice.
responsibilities now.
2,
I'm
3,
official ad reader.
Yeah, I gotta have
Five.
more responsibilities.
And I'm pumped about
I
it.
can't be just a pretty face on a podcast.
You have a great face for radio. 5 movies I saw this week. 5 movies this week. Number 1, Death of Stalin. Steve Buscemi is Nikita Khrushchev. The summary for Death of Stalin. When tyrannical dictator Joseph Stalin dies in 1953, his parasitic cronies square off in a frantic power struggle to become the next leader of the Soviet Union. Among the contenders are Dvibish Georgy Malenkov, the wily Nikita Khrushchev, and Lavrentiy Beria.
Well, I'm not offended.
The sadistic secret police chief. As they bumble, brawl, and backstab their way to the top, the question remains who will run the government. It has Steve Buscemi, Jeffrey Tambor, Michael Palin, and Jason Isaacs.
Wow, you really nailed those American names.
Yes, I did. Russia.
Russian viewers have tuned out. Thanks.
Russia, you need to cut down your consonants by like half.
You know what they're going to say? Americans, learn to speak.
In Russia.
In Russia, language speaks you.
Very, very, very good. I give it a 9 out of 10. Let's go to Uncut Gems, my favorite. Actually, I'm going to say that for the end because that was my favorite movie I saw. Okja, talking about Jake Gyllenhaal, is a goddamn American treasure. You should all appreciate him greatly, which is why I thought of this. Did you see Okja?
No.
Okja is fucking
I
great.
watched part of the Spider-Man movie with him, and I was not impressed.
Oh,
I actually didn't think he
okay.
did terrible there. He definitely played the bad good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy, good bad guy?
He
Good
was-
bad guy.
Good guy turned bad.
When he
Bad guy
became
turned
like
good.
full out bad guy,
Yeah.
I wasn't behind that. But
Right.
when he was playing the sneaky
Yeah.
the sneaky good guy that's a bad guy, I dig that.
How much did you watch of it? Did you get to the part
Enough
where...
where she was like, should our 5-year-old be watching this?
Oh, so not to the gunshot. Not to the part
No,
where...
that's exactly where it was.
That was like literally the end.
I was in another room. I wasn't
Oh.
really sitting down watching
Did you get to
it.
the twist?
No.
Oh.
I think I might know what it is, but I didn't
Okay.
watch it. I only know because of my 5-year-old, I think.
Wait, producer!
Oh God. Oh God. Spoilers, guys.
Attention. Spoilers incoming. In 3, 2,
What's in the box?
Ain't good, man.
What's in the box?
1.
If I did have a tumor, I'd name it Marla.
You know, if I did have a tumor, I'd name it Marla. The tumor. That's
Yeah.
okay.
People are saying she might have been fake too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that she was also a
Fake.
personality of his.
Yes. Possible. I don't agree with it, but it's possible.
That's why there
Spoiler.
were so many dildos throughout this.
Don't feel intimidated. It's just a dildo. A dildo, not your dildo.
We have to refer to it in the proper.
Spoilers for Okja, or not Okja, sorry. What are we talking about?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Jake Gyllenhaal is the bad guy, pretending to be the good guy. Because there's a scene, did you get to the scene in the bar where everyone's in the bar is fake? Okay.
No.
Yeah. So Jake Gyllenhaal is the villain. And everyone else working for him was slighted by somebody working for Tony Stark, right? Because Tony Stark named his company, or named the holographic technology that Jake Gyllenhaal created. He named it something dumb, right? It was in that movie. It was in.
I can't remember the dumb name. They
The
named
dumb
it.
name, yeah. So, anyways, Tony Stark made fun of him there, and one of the scientists.
Wasn't it an acronym for something?
Yeah,
'Cause
it
he
was.
didn't respect it.
It was.
Okay.
But then the guy that was in Iron Man 1 was yelled at by Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges says to the scientist, Tony Stark built his thing in a lab with a box of scraps.
In a
The guy-
cave.
In a cave with a box of scraps. And the guy was like, I'm not Tony Stark. That guy that got yelled at now works for Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, basically anyone that Iron Man had created a accidental enemy out of had all formed a group to.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, Jake Gyllenhaal in Oakjaw is amazing. Tilda Swinton's in this. Paul Dano's in this. Steven Yeun, Glenn from Walking Dead, is in this. Giancarlo Esposito. Do you know him? Gus from Breaking Bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's in Better Call Saul.
I know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she looked at me like, you idiot.
What is it? Summary for Oakjaw. A young girl risks everything to prevent a powerful multinational company from kidnapping her best friend, a fascinating beast named Oakjaw, which is basically a giant, what do you call those African creatures from they go in water?
Elephants.
No, they're
Hippopotamuses.
It's like a hippopotamus / pig. It's a very cute.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't think of the word hippopotamus?
No.
Hippopotamus?
Hippopotamus.
So that was taken for?
Yes.
Okay.
This was Oakjaw. Very cute girl. Very cute. What do you call her? Korean girl. Korean director that did Parasite. Bong Joon-ho did this movie.
Have you noticed the backlash coming on Parasite lately?
I haven't heard any backlash.
There's actually a bunch of it saying that everyone was coming out of the gate like super hot for it, and now everyone's like super cooled off for it. Like, it wasn't that good of a movie.
I don't believe
Has no chance of winning the Oscar now.
No, well, because Oscar's so white. Hashtag Oscar so white. Hashtag Oscar so men. Hashtag racism.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say Hollywood did a backpedal on Parasite.
It never.
I
it
wouldn't
never
even be
forward
surprised if it has any metal.
It never had any chance of winning.
I mean, there.
No.
I don't. Are there any other categories it's in?
It's in
Best Actor, right?
Best International Movie.
Doesn't he have Best Actor?
No,
he's not a Best Actor.
None of the cast has any supporting or Best Actor nominations.
Well, I'm just saying Hollywood went further back than they already were.
Okay,
maybe not Hollywood. Maybe the fans of Oscars have gone further back. Oh, it's not that great. Maybe the Oscars have finally got to them. I still think it's a good movie, but I never thought it belonged up there.
Really?
Okay. It was a movie.
It
was a good movie.
Next movie I saw was called The Souvenir.
Sorry, I offended you.
It is starring Honor Swinton Byrne, Tom Burke, and Richard Ayoade. A shy but ambitious film student falls into an intense, emotionally fraught relationship with a charismatic but untrustworthy older man. This is from A24. A24 is my favorite production company. They made Uncut Gems. Well, they didn't make it. They produced it. They distributed it. They also distributed The Lighthouse, which you liked. Did you finish The Lighthouse?
No, I told you I'm not going back to it.
You didn't tell me that.
I absolutely did. I said I watched
20 minutes.
20 minutes of it.
You had something else to do.
And then I told you I don't know if I'm going to go back and watch the rest of this, which was pretty much a death knell for that.
So they also produced The Farewell. It's a very good movie with Awkwafina. They've produced a lot of good stuff I like. So they produced this movie called The Souvenir. It is, I would describe it as challenging. Challenging means I'm gonna throw a $1,000 word at you. Ready? Lugubrious.
That's like LeBron and McGruber combined together. Holy shit!
Do you know what lugubrious means?
No, I would need
lugubrious.
Need some
Coming
context.
again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah.
Sad, slow, tedious. Yes.
Okay.
Lugubrious.
So I could just pick syllables from a bunch of different words and make one big word, and then I can make an English word that's going to be accepted in Webster.
So this is a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It was made for $2 million. Very, very good movie. Tilda Swinton is in this, and it was made for $2 million. So I was like, what the hell's going on here? Honor Swinton Byrne is the daughter of Tilda Swinton. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. That's why she's in this. Very good movie. It's exactly what it's called. You know, it's this woman in an abusive relationship. The guy is very emotionally abusive, not physically abusive. And you will probably not watch this movie, so I'll spoil it. I played the spoiler bumper, so everyone's prepared for spoilers.
Well, I mean, it's a different. You should play it again.
Okay.
Attention. Spoilers incoming.
Okay. So this movie, the you don't realize this throughout the movie because it's like, okay, these two have a normal relationship. The guy's kind of a dick to the woman, and he disappears and says he's like, can I have $10? Can I have $20 here and there? And he leaves, not saying where he's going for hours at a time. It's like, okay, whatever. He's like a fancy financial guy, whatever. I don't know what's going on. He was addicted to heroin the whole time, and you find that out later.
Heroin.
Yes. Yep. And he's
weird flex.
Yeah, and it comes out of nowhere because he's this very well put together, well dressed guy, and it's a very good movie about heroin addiction. Very good.
Okay.
Last movie I saw, well, not the last movie. The last movie I saw, but not the best movie I saw, was called Honeyland. A woman utilizes ancient beekeeping traditions to cultivate honey in the mountains of Macedonia. When a neighboring family tries to do the same, it becomes a source of tension when they disregard her wisdom and advice. Stars, it's a documentary. I forgot to mention that. It stars a woman named Hadiz Martova and her mother Nazif. Her neighbors are Hussein, Sam, her wife, and their 7 shithead kids. Shitheads, yes.
I can see where that's gonna go. Honeybees don't get enough respect.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They single-handedly run this world.
They do. They really do.
I mean, shithead kids have been destroying hives of honeybees. It's going to affect us at some point down the road.
Yes, it really will. So this movie is
Honeybees underrated.
It is fascinating to this movie takes place in Macedonia, which is north of Greece, north of
Alexander.
Sure, that place. It's in that weird
everyone knows
Eastern Europe block.
Southeastern, yeah.
Southeastern, yeah. So it's weird to see people that are white trash. Yeah,
the Middle East.
No, it's north of Turkey. It's like northwest of Turkey.
Oh.
Anyways,
Kara's a geography major
it's
here.
interesting. Yes, she is. Interesting to see white trash be the same there as it is here. You're like, you see these people pull up in their busted down truck. They're busted down, pickup truck. Be like, yeah, I know those people.
Confederate flag on the back.
Yeah.
What's the Confederate flag version in the Macedonia?
I have no idea. But they're pulling their truck. They're pulling their kids. They're pulling shit, crap, broken down stoves and chairs and bullshit. You're like, okay, this is going to go bad quickly.
Come out with mullets.
Yeah.
What language do they speak over there?
I have no idea. Turkish, I think. Some of them speak Turkish.
I'm not even going to try.
So, yeah, this is a documentary. It's been a long time since I've seen any documentaries, and it's interesting seeing her. The guy comes over at the beginning and be like, what are you doing over there? And she's like, oh, I'm making honey. I got some bees in this honeycomb. I got this whole thing going. I've been doing this for like 50 years. And he's like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? She's like, she shows him how to do it. He's like, oh, interesting. Okay. And he's like, you can see it in his eyes. She's like, he's in a scam. He's
nerd.
No, he's going to run a scam and be like, okay, I can do this. I can make some easy money doing this. So he brings along he gets some guy to bring him some boxes full of, I don't know what they're called, but they're like little slats. They go into a box and you could put bees in there and they make the honey and make the honeycombs. And it's fucking weird watching them. Like he grabs a honeycomb and just like eats the honeycomb. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that.
I learned that from Jungle Book.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cereal.
Yeah. So the guy makes his own honey colony, his own bee colony, and she's like, can you just keep it like at least a mile away? And he's like, fuck you. And he's like right next door. So of course his colony destroys her colony, and it's spoiler for this movie too. But yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. You can see like the whole kids are shitheads. The mothers are shithead. They don't do anything. Then when his colony finally dies, they're arguing about who fucked up. And then he's got like 50 cows that he's supposed to be taking care of, and his kids are not doing the job. And he's like, you're supposed to be, shucking the corn and making corn for the cows. All my fucking cows died, you shithead kid. And the kid's like, you didn't do anything either, Daddy. And the mother's not doing anything.
I'm busy worrying about your bees.
Yeah.
You love your bees more than your family.
So very rough watch. And Carrie, unfortunately didn't watch the movie. Assigned me the I forgot.
You are fired.
Yeah, I know. But
You had one job.
What did you assign him?
You assigned him something.
But what did you assign him?
I didn't assign him shit.
I thought you did. You signed like 2 movies.
No. Oh, you know what I did?
Yeah.
Do you know what I did?
Yes, I did know
what did I do?
You assigned me 2 movies.
What movies were they?
Terrible.
What were the numbers?
The numbers were Kobe?
No. The numbers were the Super Bowl scores.
Oh, okay. 30 and 21.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I don't
or
have
31 and 20.
31 and 20, yes. I didn't watch
You
them.
didn't do them either?
No, I'll watch them next week.
You, dude.
Yeah. Where am I?
So urgent.
So
give me movies to watch.
I've watched 40.
Can I say something before I lose my train
That's
of
not
thought?
this podcast.
Can I, well, bringing it back
Yeah.
for this moment, brother.
Yeah,
Listen here. Can we do a watch along of The Lighthouse?
Yes.
So Carrie can be here with me.
Yes.
To watch it.
Yes. Sure.
Sweet.
So, the best movie I watched.
You're welcome.
I've watched 42 movies so far this year. I've assigned a 10 out of 10 to 2 movies. One was Parasite, and the other was Uncut Gems. I watched that this week.
Who assigned it?
Nobody assigned it. I just watched it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Unassigned. You said unassigned.
Unassigned. But the important part was that I gave only 2 movies this year so far a 10 out of 10, and this is one of the 2.
What was the other one?
Just said it.
Parasite.
You gave Parasite 10 out of 10?
Yes, I did.
And you didn't vote for it for Best Picture.
No, because Oscar's so white.
So white.
Uncut Gems, starring Adam Sandler, Adina, the incredible. What do you say? The
Sarasian.
Yeah. What did Travolta say? The impeccable, the amazing. I know.
Indescribable.
Adina Menzel. This stars also Eric Bogosian, Judd Hirsch, and KG. That KG.
That KG.
Yeah.
That. I can't. I don't want to say it.
What's his name? I forgot his name. Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett is in this movie. He's amazing in this movie, actually.
He's got the Celtics in it, right?
Yeah. So I'll do the summary. A charismatic jeweler makes a high-stakes bet that could lead to a windfall of a lifetime. In a precarious high-wire act, he must balance business, family, and adversaries on all sides in pursuit of the ultimate win. Do you know what a 3-way parlay is?
3-way parlay.
Yeah.
That's when you bet on like 3 teams need to win. You have to bet on multiple teams.
I don't know. That might be a 3-way parlay. I might be misterming it. I think.
Or
do you know what parlay is?
A parlay between 3 parties.
Do you know in betting when you bet?
Parlay is like you have 4 teams available and you got to nail all 4.
So in this movie, the parlay is for one team, and he's betting on Garnett to do multiple things throughout one game.
Okay.
He has to win a tip-off. He has to get more rebounds than his season average. He has to get more points than his season average, and the Celtics have to win, and they have to win by more than 1 point. All of these have to happen in this one game.
They have to win by more than 1 point. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Prop bets are insane.
Yes.
Real quick, I don't want to. In the Super Bowl,
yes,
they bet that Joe Buck's tie, what color it would be.
That's
what
insane.
Gatorade is poured out onto Andy Reid when he won the Super Bowl? It was orange.
Yeah.
You could have picked purple.
Yeah.
And you're fucking out $50,000.
This is the most stressful movie I have ever watched. I'm going to say that again because I slurred. This is the most stressful movie I have ever watched. This is insane. This is the best acting by Adam Sandler. This is a fucking experience that you will go through in this fucking movie with this guy. So let me just tell you about one part of this movie, right? So Kevin Garnett comes in, and
does Kevin Garnett know about the bet?
No. Yes, he does. He does. That's the spoiler, but yes. Spoilers for this movie, possibly, if you want to watch. Are you going to watch
What's
this
in
movie?
the box?
Are you going to watch this movie? Because I really don't want to spoil a lot of this.
I mean, I might. People keep talking about it.
Yeah, it's amazing. So Kevin Garnett comes in, and Adam Sandler, he has a uncut gem. That's the name of the movie. He has a gem from let's say Ethiopia, and he thinks it's worth like $1 million. He tells Kevin Garnett, buy this thing. Look at this thing. It's amazing. So Kevin Garnett really wants it because it has like mystical powers. Garnett looks at it and he's like, ooh. He's like,
idiot.
He's like hypnotized by it. So Kevin Garnett says, I will take this uncut gem from you. I will pay you a certain amount later maybe. And then Sandler's like, I don't know. Let me get the ring as collateral. Let me get your championship ring. I think it was like a 2011. Did they win in 2011?
2008.
Maybe. Okay.
I'm not sure.
So, anyways, he takes Garnett's
drunk to
ring.
taste this chicken.
He takes Garnett's ring in collateral in exchange for the gem for until like Friday. They said they're gonna exchange against Friday. Garnett wants to win. I think they're in like a playoff game or whatever. So Garnett says like, all right, hold on to this ring. I'll hold on to your gem. I'll bring it back Friday.
Is this real time?
Like real?
Should be like investigating this shit.
So Garnett goes, plays his game. Immediately after the exchange, Sandler's character goes and pawns the ring.
Yeah.
For money.
Okay.
Yeah. You imagine that? You get a ring from a fucking NBA professional and you pawn his ring when he says,
How's
hold
he
on.
going to get the uncut gem back?
The thing is that
guess we gotta watch.
Yeah, Sandler. His character's name is Howard. So Howard goes and pawns it. He doesn't pawn it for forever. He's like, here, hold on to the ring for me. In exchange for you holding on to the ring for me for a few days, give me like $80,000 or $100,000. So Howard thinks that he's gonna get the money back in time. He thinks he's gonna get the ring back in time because he's gonna make a bet with the money. That's all he wants is money for right now to pay off some loan sharks. Loan sharks are already coming after him.
Yep.
They're in the jewelry store, and they're harassing him. He's already getting beaten up by him, so he just needs money to get these guys off his back, right? So he goes to this jewelry store and gives the ring, and it wasn't a pawn. It wasn't like he was selling it. He was on loan, and for the loan they were going to give Adam Sandler the money. So he pawned the ring that he.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets even fucking crazier after that. Do you want me to tell you what happens or no?
No, we'll check it out sometime.
All right. Yes, please do.
So real quick.
Plex. By the way, listen. By the way, anything on my Plex server, I just burned from a DVD. If you're wondering.
Still illegal.
Incredible movie. Incredible.
Does this still follow the same blueprint of Adam Sandler movies?
No.
Hear me out.
Why would you think that?
Is his wife super hot?
No. Well. He has a girlfriend that's hot.
Super hot?
Yes.
Selma Hayek?
Not Indina Menzel. It's somebody new. I'll show you a picture of her. Yeah. Yes.
Do his kids love him unconditionally?
One does.
This is a classic.
It's not
Adam Sandler film, baby.
No.
Now, is it just on the terms of Happy Gilmore or Jack and Jill?
It's not anything to do with you fucking fuck.
What's the funniest thing he does in it?
He does nothing. He does nothing funny. It's nothing like his other movies at all.
I don't believe you.
Look up the cast real quick. You can see her butt.
You just told us the cast.
I didn't.
Sharice Shirosian. Oh, Adam Sandler, KG. You told us like 8 people. I don't remember anyone. Oh, you're looking for the wife, though.
The girlfriend. He has a side chick, and he brings his son to his side chick's apartment.
Wait. He has a side chick and a girlfriend?
He has a side chick and a wife.
Okay.
Idina Menzel, the impeccable Idina Menzel is his wife, and his side chick is Julia Fox, and her ass.
Picture?
Yes, I will show you a picture. It's incredible.
So carry it first.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
I want to see if like my eyes light up. Hers didn't first. Don't tell her which one's the wife and the side chick.
Yeah, no. Hold on, I gotta find it here.
My stamina has been fully restored. How you doing, Carrie? Such a trooper.
All right, well, this is sort of it, I guess. Oh, look at that. There we go.
It's close.
There we go. Hey, of course we did. It's an ass.
Can sort of see it.
It's pixelated, but you get the idea. She's like, You see it in action, it's better.
It pops out.
Yeah. It's a popper pooper. It's a pooper popper.
With it.
See this movie. Best movie I saw pretty much all year.
Right.
Yes.
You know, I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on it. Like, a lot of people can't take Adam Sandler serious. Some people are like, really, what did you see good in that movie? It was just
Intense.
a lot of stuff
Insane.
I heard was intense, the anxiety-inducing kind of shit.
Anxiety-inducing, stressful.
Some people like it, some people don't. I actually probably would not enjoy it, but I feel like at this point I got to check it out just because it's Adam Sandler and people are taking him seriously for once, and that's a bizarre concept to me.
It's a goddamn shame this movie didn't.
You were just polite and burped out of the mic, and then you turned to burp into it twice.
It's a goddamn shame this movie didn't get nominated for any Oscars. Zero, none, zilch.
Do you think that should be the Oscar winner?
Not Best Picture, but he should.
Well, you think it should be nominated and not be the Best Picture?
Adam Sandler should have gotten nominated for Best Actor. Absolutely.
Okay, so which one's better, Parasite or Uncut Gems?
Don't listen to the words that come out of my mouth.
I don't.
I
not
just
really.
said the movie is not worthy of being nominated for Best Picture. But
No.
Adam
I'm
Sandler's
saying to
performance.
you. To you.
No, it is not Best Picture. I'm saying this
Oh.
is one of the best.
You gave it a 10.
Also gave Parasite a 10.
Right. I'm saying which one's better.
Parasite.
Okay. So you gave it like a 10.1.
Sure. 11.
The hiccups are back.
I just chugged this spicy beer.
Definitely prolonged last call cast right there.
Anyways.
Popping two. What do you got? Closing notes. I said something about Jenna Fisher. I said something about Jenna Fisher.
Did you listen to this week's Office
I
Ladies?
haven't gotten all the way through it yet.
Jenna Fisher, just like Carrie, has never seen a Lord of the Rings or.
She saw that Star Wars thing you sent me today.
Or Star Wars. She never
saw. She saw the ending between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Oh yeah.
I've seen Lord of the Rings.
Have you?
Wait. Yes. I've seen. Aren't there 3 of them?
There are.
Yeah.
I've seen.
There's
them.
actually more than that now.
Well,
but
I saw the trilogy.
The OG?
I didn't see any of the Hobbit ones. I have not watched a single Star Wars movie.
But she did see the exciting climax to
Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck.
You're my brother.
You were supposed to be the child. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, hold on.
You can do it. You've done it before.
You were supposed to bring balance to the Force. Or that's you. Well, you're supposed to destroy the Sith, not join it. I can't do Donald. Props. I can't. I just want to get angry. I can't do Donald.
God.
You were my brother, Anakin.
I hate you. I hate you.
When he lights on fire. When he lights on fire. Oh God.
There we go.
I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it. You are the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. I hate you!
Oh, no.
You are my brother, Anakin. I loved you. Oh, God. It's over.
I got lit on fire.
Can we play that part again at the end?
I loved you. Oh, God.
So, with that.
Oh, God. Yeah. You can't go home. You can't stay here.
Goodbye.